LOL, snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up. We're gonna give up on you. Sarah made me change the lyrics. I do need a new song. Carol's been busy. Network. Hey. Let me listen one more time. Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. That you don't see. Where you find me, traveling the world, meeting these girls. I wrote the lyrics. That's how I know the song. We're not ran through. We're not ran through, but we're gonna give up on you. Yo, we back. We back. We're gonna give up. We have to for our own sanity. What's going on, guys? If you see that link over there, that's for my. It's not my 501(c). It's not my nonprofit, but it's one of my homies. So they do good work. Color outside. Get the youth outside. So we're gonna be working on that this summer. That's the big plan for the summer. Danny Chopper, what up, Danny Chopper? Danny Chopper got his brown belt. Congrats. We got to get Sarah a belt somehow. Sarah, you got to get some type of color on your belt. We back. We got Mica Gaval. We got Sean Strickland. We got a lot of stuff going on. Pissed off a couple people yesterday. All I said was, "Hey, don't drop out of school." That's all I said. Don't drop out of school. And apparently that upset a lot of people in this sport. So that's not a good sign. People were arguing. People were upset. Yeah, they were upset. People started attacking me. Not on YouTube, on Instagram. Yeah, people got upset at me. So
That's what I get to deal with every day. People upset. When I say common sense stuff, you just read the comments. I don't know why they got upset. Show the comments? Okay. Mush says show the Mush ain't on those. Mush ain't on that social media. Much too smart, man. I need to get off social media too. I feel like once I'm done competing, I want to get off social media because I don't really want to be on there. I'd rather be outside. Yeah, basically. We'll look at the comments. You know what? And those are your neighbors. Those are your business partners. Those are your, the people on the jury. Those are those are the constituents. Those are the voters. Those are those are Americans. That's Americans right there. That's American people right there. So I understand if you guys don't have too much faith in humanity, because look, there's some people out here. I told Mush some people don't have an inner monologue. Mush was surprised. Quan, is that you, bro? Quan. Quan. Mush says getting a job was the best decision I made as an adult. Yes, true. We all need jobs. Yeah. Quan, what's up? Quan says America is the best. I don't know. Some of these other countries aren't too bad either. Quan. America used to be better, I think. Well, it depends on who you were. Depends on who you are. What's up, Quan? What you up to? Quan, I want a smash burger, Quan. You say you love how these fools preach being stoic. Some of these guys are Nazis too. It'd be the Nazis telling you to be stoic. We got Nazis in plain day. We a joke over here. We're the number one country. And by what metric, Mr. Quan? I'm gonna piss Quan off today. What metric? Money? Okay. I'm saying. Yeah, but have you lived anywhere else, Quan? There's some other places you probably would like. Hell, I'd rather live in Vietnam. To be honest. At least you can survive. You can live a good life. Some of the accounts are fake, but some of those accounts aren't fake though. Some of those accounts. Quan, you might do good in Canada. Quan was almost in Canada. You can't own your own company. Quan, you probably would have done good in Canada, bro. If circumstances had happened differently, Quan would be up in Canada right now. So we got a couple things going on today. So let's see what's going on before I piss Quan or anybody else off today. Let me. Can I get my throat's still a little dry? Let me get into the video for before I piss people off. All right, thank you, Quan. Did you guys know there's a UFC BJJ tonight? Completely. They don't market this. They don't market this one bit. You guys should watch it. Now, I won't watch it, but this is in Quan's backyard right here. A job is like kryptonite. That's true. Hey, stay in school and get a job. That's basically it. Let's see who's fighting today. Lima versus Maza. Del Barro versus Ramirez. I don't know if I know those kids. Ferreira versus Chandler. Hosha versus that's they got Wagner Hosha's kids in there. Job application. Now we looked at was Stephen Coker, Seth Coker. What's the guy that used to own Bellator? The rich guy. He used to own Strikeforce, and then I guess he owned Bellator. But anyway, they said he had to put in a job application. That man said, "What is that?" Quan, you didn't know about this, and this in your backyard, Quan. You got Hosha versus Pimentel. You got Mir versus Johnson. I don't know most of these. I know Bella Mir. I don't know a lot of these people. Fionn versus Amanda Bruce. That's the battle for the white girl. The white girl battle right there. We only got 2 white girls. There's only 3 white girls in jiu-jitsu right now. Fionn Davies, Amanda Bruce, BSM. No, that's 4. Elizabeth Clay. Who else is white? There's no more white girls in jiu-jitsu. That might be it. Mush probably would know. Or Sarah would know. There's no more white girls in jiu-jitsu? I'm trying to think of some other ones. I don't know. Nicky Rod is fighting versus Nicolette. I didn't even know he was fighting. How come nobody knew he was fighting? Gilbert Burns versus Montero. And Mason Fowler versus Devontae. All right, Devontae. Come on, Devontae. Now, Devontae don't do good on those weight cuts, bro. He does terrible when he weight cuts. Let's see. I don't know. All right, that's why they got to do the UFC BJJ Opens. Quan, are you going to do a UFC BJJ Open? I feel like you should. Get out there, Quan. You could do Masters 4. Let's see what Masters Quan in. Quan Master something. RAF is going to Georgia, not the state, the country. Shout out to them. All right, that might be pretty interesting. We got Cassia Mora over here looking jacked. That girl's an athlete. She need to do a real sport though. Look at that. She got the chain, the Rampage Jackson chain on. And those are good pull-ups. Those are good pull-ups right there. Sarah said she's not supporting Dana. You don't need your support. Hey. Go get it, girl. Get it. Look at that. I don't know too many girls that can do that much. She like a little sister, you know. She like the little sister. Here's the big sister right here. We're going to check out Mica Galval. That's the big sister right there. You know, IBJF celebrated their 30th anniversary. Thirty years ago, some of us, I remember 96. That's not that long ago. I like that medallion. Doesn't that look like the Power Rangers? Remember the Power Rangers medallion? Let me look that up real fast. Don't that look like the Power Rangers medallion? It's morphin' time. Dun, 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 dun. You know I was a Power Rangers fan. Let me see if that looks like the Power Rangers. Don't that look like the Power Rangers medallion? That's the Power Rangers medallion. Dun, 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 dun. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. That's the Power Rangers medallion. Yeah, the thing they put in their morphin thing. That's the Power Rangers. Hey, Power Rangers was popular in 96. Look at that. It's morphin' time. Let me see if I can find that real fast for the kids. Look, that's the Power Rangers medallion. I told you guys. That's the Power Rangers medallion? I told you keep it.
Get home and review it.
Fate does.
Look, that's the IBJF. That's what IBJF gave you. I kind of want one now. Do they have different animals, or is all the lion on there?
Ooh.
Look,
I'm just kidding. These aren't really ancient coins I found in the forest. It's the spirit.
All right. I kind of want one now. We got Ishii. Satoshi Ishii. He's going to be with ACB. I believe he does have some Serbian or what else is over there? Serbia? What's the other country? Montenegro? Something. He got some type of citizenship over there. Where's Crow Cop from? Croatia. He might have Croatian citizenship, so he'd be over there. Good luck to anybody he's going to be fighting. I don't know if he's going to do where they do the striking or just the grappling. Yeah, he should have stayed in judo. Well, he won the Olympics. I don't know why he wanted to jump out of judo. You guys know, it says Adam. Wait, let me come down here first. Adam 22 is getting divorced. Better financial prize for IBJF would be, that is true. He'd have a lifetime job working with like the IJF or the Japanese judo. Sarah, now don't look these people up, Sarah. Mush, I don't know if you were here. Sarah looked up who Mia Khalifa was. She didn't know who Mia Khalifa was, so she typed it in Google. Sarah, what popped up when you typed that in? I'm not gonna do it on my live stream. I'm just curious what popped up. What did you see, Sarah? Well, you typed in Mia Khalifa. Who, this girl or low energy? Unfortunately, Pereira versus Gane, I don't know. Unfortunately, that's what gets you money. Look at Kim Kardashian. If you got low energy, you're going to get big money. Don't look at Sarah. Sarah, look it up now, Sarah. Now, I was trying to look up, what's the girl's name? Something Joy? Whoever 50 Cent's baby mama was. I tried to look that up. Sarah told me not to. Felicia Joy, something, Almond Joy. Almond Joy. What's that girl's name? Something Joy? I'm going to call her Almond Joy. Whatever her Almond Joy name, I can't remember her name. Which one are you talking about? This girl or the other girl? Mia Khalifa? Some of these girls, let me stop. Let me plead the fifth. Let me see what this brother's saying. Oh, Mia? She's not an ugly girl. She should have just had a regular life. She would have, if she just had a regular life and never did that stuff, she would have had a better deal.
Clapped by multiple men, Lena Plug is about to divorce Adam 22.
None
of us is surprised by this, bruh. We all knew it was gonna happen. We knew it was over when Jason Love beat you up.
Oh my God.
Not only he clapped your wife, not only he almost got your wife pregnant, he then proceeded to beat you up in front of your wife. And she convinced you to proceed to let other dudes crack as well. And I'll never forget the girls that got online and say he's secure in himself because he let his girl do OF and get clapped by other dudes. He said Adam controlled the finances, that she only got $3,000 to her name a month. But Adam ain't make her sign no prenup. Now she asking for half of everything. Woo. Even the studio. This man, Adam, secured the humiliation ritual of death.
Dang.
I've never seen this level of humiliation to a man before.
Are they in California? She gonna get some money.
After letting her get...
She only got $3,000 a month. That's not that bad in some places. All right, so that was okay. Now we did talk about this yesterday. Let me, I got to read. Make sure you're supporting the live stream, everybody. We're trying to donate to the Color Outside. I only really donate to two places now: the Master's Program, Martial Arts for Social Transformations and Equity and Rights, and the Color Outside. Those are the only two organizations I'm working with. So Color Outside gets the youth outside in nature, fishing and hiking and rock climbing. So if you guys want to donate to that, there's links somewhere in the chat. We'll take your couple pennies. Give us a couple pennies. So we got Lucas Leitch. You guys know Lucas Leitch. He used to be really good half guard, one of the best half guard players. Maybe not on the same level as Bernardo Faria, but he played that dogfight position. He says, let's zoom in a little bit. we cut Leo Vieira off. Sorry, Leo. We had to cut you off of there. Here you go. There we go. That's better. Says, after 24 years, 24 years? God dang. After 24 years under the guidance of Master Leo Vieira and 18 years as a proud member of the Checkmat family, a team I was honored to be a part of from its very beginning, I have made one of the most significant decisions of my life, to step forward and build something of my own. There are no words big enough to express my gratitude to Master Leo. His teachings, his mentorship, and his belief in me shaped everything I am as a martial artist and as a coach. Being there from day one, growing alongside Checkmat as it became one of the most respected teams in the world, is something I will always carry with immense pride. Checkmat will always hold a special place in my heart and the hearts of everyone who has trained under its banner. But growth requires courage, and with the deepest respect and appreciation, I'm excited to announce that Lucas Leitch, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, with our two academies in Upland and La Habra, I probably messed that up, is now standing on its own as an independent team. Important for our students, Lucas Leitch is officially registered with the IBJF. If you are a student of either of our academies and plan to compete, please update your IBJF profile. You're no longer Checkmat. You are Lucas Leitch now. Simpy boys getting body. Oh yeah, they are Quan. So I mean, 24 years, 18 years, you can have your own. Now we saw it, Quan. We saw your message. You're right though. Now after 20 years, you can have your own stuff. You don't have to be under. Now, if they gave him some some percentage of Checkmat, okay. But if he was just one of the dudes, one of the guys, as far as I know, Checkmat is owned by Leo Vieira and his brothers. I don't know if they have if anyone else has ownership in it outside of their their families. So you can have your own stuff. None of this stuff is really there's no there's no Creonchi. There ain't no real organization. As long as you pay your money to IPGF, you can have your team. As long as you pay your money. I forgot Buchecha was and what's that guy's name? I can't remember that guy's name. He's really good too. I forgot Buchecha's Checkmat. Yeah, they've been together for a long time. You can go have your own stuff. Yeah, you could go have your own stuff. Kavaka, yeah, Kavaka. Look at Andre Galval. Andre Galval used to jump teams back in the day. He was Alliance Checkmat. He was a little bit. I think he had a Gracie Baja patch on for a second. Yeah, you can have your own stuff. Did anybody say anything in the comments? Gabriel Rolo, that was that guy's name. Now the big issue is a lot of the guys. I am not Alliance. What's up, man? A lot of the guys are a lot of Mateus Gabriel, the Luna brothers, the Nagai brothers. They all under Lucas Leitch. So a lot of the killers, a lot of the heavy hitters are under Lucas Leitch. So he's gonna take those guys with him. We got Shakira over here. I know some of you guys really love Shakira.
It's crazy why I have this connection with football that seems unbreakable. Huh?
Does she feel that song?
My history with football goes back to 2006 when I performed at the first World Cup with Wycliffe, performed Hips Don't Lie. And then again on 2010, which is when I met the father of my kids who was playing during that World Cup.
Oh, she got a
That's
football
why I call
player?
my kids the
Soccer
Waka
player?
kids, because I think they were born because of that song. That
Oh,
song took me
uh-oh.
to the World Cup, and the World Cup had an important impact
I
in
never
my
actually
life.
heard Shakira talk before.
And they were born, the best that has happened to me. And then on 2014, I was pregnant with my little one, and all of my fans, like, they saw me perform and they're like, Shakira's pregnant. And I was like a month pregnant, or like 2 months maximum. But they know me so well. So every World Cup does something really magical. And I think this one is going to be all about bringing people together in this very
Shakira's
sensitive
Colombian? What
time,
is
moment
she?
in time, socially and politically.
Where is Shakira?
It's crazy why I have this.
Where is she from? Argentina? It's like curse for Argentina. Oh, have you heard the American song? Let me see if I can find that for you guys. Have you heard the American World Cup song? Let me just go ahead and just say I'm sorry. Is that which one's our song? Trying to find our song. Let me see. Is this our song?
The 2020-26 World Cup anthem is straight up puns. We used to get bangers like Waka Waka and Waving Flags, and now we get this crap.
Gold by Lisa. Is that the?
One of the lyrics said, "Chains don't rattle no more. Good Lord, I'm feeling lighter." Like, did anyone tell Jelly Roll that the song is
Oh,
about
it's Jelly Roll. Who the hell is Jelly? Is that somebody? Jelly Roll. Oh, here we go. I think this is an American song. Not feeling that. The new World Cup song is Goals by Lisa. Okay. Let me see this. Huh. Let me listen to this and see if it's any good. Oh, yeah. I know she's done this. That's the World Cup song. I'm saying for America, though. I'm saying for America, though. I can't play the whole song. No. Listen, Quan. I said the song for America. I'm saying America's song. She fired. You know, Quan got a type over here. I know Quan's type. I know Quan's type. Quan got a type. Quan and Craig Jones got the same type. What's that girl's name? What's that girl's name that was did you see that, Quan? Did you see that girl that was upset at Craig Jones, Quan? That could have been your wife too. Quan got a type, bro. Quan for sure got a type. Who said they had a good song? The best song is Ricky Martin's La Copa. Let me listen to a little bit of that. Ricky Martin, is he Puerto Rican? La Copa de la Vida. Man, that's a throwback. 16 years ago? Good song right there. That's a good song right there. I want to play some soccer. I want to play some football. Now, let me listen to the Brazil song real fast. Their song's pretty short.
Brasil! Brasil! A seleção chegou!
Hey, all right. That's a good song too. Biggie Junior, Papinha, Alisson, Casemiro, Militao, Marquinhos, Fabinho. Is that the best song? But are you guys still there? Okay, I'm still here. I thought they tried to take me out. The Brazil World Cup still hurts my Argentina heart. Yeah. Now I can't afford to go to any World Cup games, but I wish I could. All right, that wasn't too bad. Now I can't name a single American player. What are you talking about, Sarah? All right, let me get back over here. Can you guys still hear me? Only American player I could think of. They stopped for. Oh, it did. Donovan. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Let me know, Sarah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, it says my audio's still playing. Okay. Maybe it was my computer. We get okay, good. Okay, we got Big Saif over here.
2026
Sarah says she likes this guy because he wears a bonnet.
Ultra Heavyweight Finals, people. That's right. Gutenberg, aka light skin with an accent, taking on CF, aka the Colossal Titan. You can see right here, Gutenberg going for an angle and a grip, right? But angles and grips don't work on city blocks. Okay, an angle and a grip don't matter if your opponent is built like 2 streets and 2 avenues, dog. Pacific Rim, he starts playing with them $180 collars. Yeah, you bought them collars. Now you playing with them. And Gutenberg, he feels what's happening. This is a high-level black belt, so he tries to get some distance. But this man, CF, he is a unique challenge because he can do what none of us can. Okay? For example, look at this. When a man's butt is this far from his heels, you can usually toss him like jail booty. That's easy, right? Baby crawl position, that'll normally get you armbarred and highlight reeled. All right, that's a no-no in jiu-jitsu. But you see that? With him, it don't matter. Because that baby right there, he got hit by the ray gun from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's a big-ass baby. He used a parachute as a diaper. Look, now he got my man Gutenberg's collar pin, man. Let him feel the pressure of the Celestials right there. Do you understand how much pressure? Listen, he is one of the greatest black belts on earth. Yet he got both his shoulders pinned by one appendage. Do you understand how much pressure he dealing with, nigga? Look, he's so surprised his arm started doing the please stop hurting me. Stop. So congratulations to CF, aka Big Nasty. And listen, Gutenberg, man, listen. Niggas gets crushed by skyscrapers every day, B. We got merch for my fellow guard pullers. That's right, merch.
Yeah, that guy, I mean, that guy's good. We got Balea. You guys know Balea. Sometimes he's on the live stream. They say, welcome to Rome. Oh, you got some pasta. That looks pretty good right there. Now, I'll eat that pasta. That's some pasta I'll eat for sure. Look at Balea out there. He enjoying himself. All right, Balea, you got the kids. More pasta. Now you got to eat some vegetables too, Balea. Remember to eat your vegetables. At least he's walking. He getting his steps in. Coliseum, all right. I didn't get a chance to see the Coliseum last time I went. Look at the kids. She don't really want to be there. All right, he having a good time. All right, Balea, that looks good too. I be looking at when you guys go on vacation. I'm looking at your food pictures. Got that pizza. Now that looks good over there. Balea gonna eat, bro. Look at that. All right, that was good. UFC. Michael Beasley has leaked the final plans for UFC White House. Why would Michael Beasley know the? He didn't go to Napolis, where there is Maradona's church. Oh,
that's the White House. No, the White House is huge. But that stage, gotta read it. That's insane. I don't think y'all realize how big this is.
Michael Beasley looks like he's doing well.
Same size as the White House, right?
All right. You know these big jumbo screens? I'm pretty sure those
Mica
ones
was eating
over
that.
the side
He was eating
bigger
that
than me.
Costco pizza.
Oh shit. That's the White House, dog.
So I guess that's how they're gonna do the UFC White House card. This might be the fall of America right there. Doesn't that remind you of Rome? That's the Colosseum. That's the Colosseum right there. And that's Rome.
What now, retard? What? I'm not going. I told you guys I'm not
That's
going.
Aiden Ross.
I'm not going, bro. Bro, a lot of people are going. I just don't want to go.
Why would
I
he
don't
be
wanna
going
go.
anyway?
I really just prefer
'Cause he's a
watching my
famous
dad
streamer?
in the house. What now, retard?
We got people. Some of these streamers aren't good at anything. But they get access to everything. I mean, I wouldn't be there either. I wouldn't be there anyway, though. I'm gonna send Quan over there. They still working on it. July 4th is next month. It's June 4th, July 4th next month. Nothing's done. CP sent me this. Old school judo. Oh! With the leg wraps. I miss old school judo, bro. You do try to do that. The thing is, jiu-jitsu people jump on you. Jiu-jitsu people might mess your move up and break your leg. Oh, I'm bad. Dana White over here dropping $36,000 now, just for fun. Now that's more than the UFC fighter makes. Most UFC fighters not taking home $36,000 per fight.
All right, Dana, I got everything ready for you here. The total's gonna come out to $36,527. All right.
He pulled that money out like
count this,
nothing.
Chris? Yeah.
He pulled that money.
You guys don't have a money counter here?
Dana's good for it. We're good here. Plus, I just found this in the back. Check this out.
They ain't count his money.
1984 tops. Jim Kelly on the game.
Now they're gonna count my money.
If that isn't a card for you, there isn't a card for
The
you.
USFL.
I don't have that much money regardless, but they would check my money. All right, where'd you get this money from?
I'll let you pull the tab.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That is
Wasted
crazy.
$36,000.
Dude. Fucking Puka.
Maybe you could have given that to your
Puka
fighters.
the 2 times I did it. Guys, listen to me. This is not a setup either. I mean, this is fucking crazy.
All right, Dana, I got everything ready for you here. The total.
He just wasted a UFC fighter's salary right there. Now Dana White didn't have to take no punch for that money. Now for you to make that money, you got beat up, bruised up, orbital broken, earlobe hanging off, toes crooked. You had to kill yourself to make $36,000. He wasted that money on some crap, some stuff that don't even matter. Fighter, and it is the fighter's money. That's what I keep trying to tell people. That's fighter's money.
Also, I want to say this. I'm super, super, super happy for Caleb Williams getting the cover of Madden. Look at that Chicago skyline on the cover of Madden.
Is that Chicago? That is Chicago.
I'm not even a Madden player, but I'm buying this game strictly because a bear is on the cover. As a Bears fan, I got to do it. But also, as a Bears fan, this scares the shit out of me. Because we all know about the Madden cover curse. Athletes that be on the cover of Madden, usually, vastly more times than not, they have a shit season. The next season, it's either injury or off the field scandal or just underperformance.
I ain't played Madden since '96, probably.
But I'm super excited.
I don't think I played Madden since '96, '97, '98, maybe '99.
Man. So I'm getting I'm buying these covers.
I played when Mike Vick was on the cover.
This worries
what year was that?
Out of me as a Bears fan. So I'm like, damn it, curse! You stay your ass over there. Don't you come over here, please? Just let us have one moment of just joy. And when the Bears are good, football is just better. Also, I'm on the cover of my own tour.
2004.
Hartford, Connecticut this weekend.
2004.
Shows,
that's the last time I
Friday
played
and
Madden.
Saturday only. Hartford, Connecticut. I'm out there this weekend.
Yeah, 2004. I know. You know who don't play video games? Sarah. I know Sarah. Sarah, you ever played? She probably played Tetris. That's the last video game she probably played. Sarah, you played Tetris? I hope she played something. I don't really care about watches, but my Brazilian friends, I used to watch the Brazilians. They like to show off their watches at the tournaments after they get their IBJF. How'd I even guess that, Sarah? After the tournament, they like to show off their watches. So I always think it's pretty interesting. Remember when the thumb was breaking that fake Rolex? Remember he broke that Rolex? I need to find that video.
Only a watch, not a retirement plan. These people got damn watches. I picked up this video and I saw this video and I was like, I thought a Rolex was everything. Nah, these people treating Rolexes like they the Honda Civics of cars. You understand me? You know how rich you gotta be to buy something that only tells time? That's all it does, time. My phone does that. My microwave does that. Cable box from 2008 does that. All this damn thing do is tell time. A rich man will spend $40,000 to find out it's 3:17 p.m. I need that level of financial freedom. These watch people in this damn video,
Richard Mille,
they don't even ask what time it is. They just hold out their wrist and it don't matter. It's whatever time they want it to be. I want to be able to walk into a gas station with a bulletproof glass in front of the cash register, point at what I want, and they wrap it up in special wrapping paper that you didn't even know. I want to be able to walk into a room, wrist first, and a woman just all of a sudden it's an ocean under her sundress. What happened? I don't know. She must have saw his wrist. Every watching this damn video got me sick to my stomach. I thought me and my friends were doing extremely well.
I mean, you had the $20 watch.
Damn wrist.
You had the $300 watch. Now you got the $5,300, $18,000,
you know what?
$48,000.
I thought I was cool when my watch started talking back to me. I thought having an Apple Watch was the epitome of success. I thought I had made it. When y'all see my Apple Watch, oh, somebody texting me on my watch. Nah, that's cute. People can't text me on this watch. Why not? Because they only make 12 of them. They only make
it all duck hunt. God
they only
dang,
make 12
Sarah.
things on your damn wrist.
Sarah, you were playing duck hunt with the old Nintendos. Was that Nintendo? Was that Nintendo? I think that was Nintendo. Let me see. What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? What's the Atos guy's name? Eloquim. It's from Family Game. It wasn't on Nintendo? Oh, maybe it wasn't. Let me find him breaking that watch. That's I don't know if he still got it up. He probably took it down. This man posts too much. Yeah, I don't see it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think he took it down. Yeah, I don't see it. I think Sarah sent this to me. UFC legend Anderson Silva to start the process of becoming a California police officer. Now some people will do this so they can start teaching the cops and get some type of contract. So that is, but listen, those police departments know that. They already been scammed before. So if you think you're a jiu-jitsu person, you're gonna just become a police officer, air quotes, and then you just get paid to teach and get a pension and stuff. I don't think that's gonna work like that no more. He's cosplaying Steven Seagal. I met Steven Seagal's daughter a couple years ago. She was training. I can't tell you where she was training, but she was training. I met his daughter. The jiu-jitsu to police officer pipeline. That's true. We do have that. Someone said, imagine running away from a cop and it turns out that it's Anderson Silva. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna fight. Here, just arrest me. Is Galval police? Now that would be smart. He's an honorary police officer. He's an honorary officer.
So
we got this homeboy. He said this is how you do CLA the right way. Now he's probably a white belt or something though. Melky was a cop. That is true. Melky and his brother were cops. That is true. I forgot about that. Good call on that one.
I have been an educator for about 2 decades now. I started in the classroom, then I became an administrator, and now I work for a company that makes curriculum for special educators. And when I discovered jiu-jitsu about 6 years ago, one of the things that was so intriguing to me was the problem-solving aspect of it. And when the CLA came onto the scene, I thought that it was the perfect system to teach a movement-based art to people. The challenge was figuring out which games made sense, which objectives made sense, which constraints made sense. So what I did was I compiled videos from black belts around the world.
At least he's cleaning the map.
And I created a curated video library with descriptions of the games.
That's one thing me and Sarah.
We
definitely don't agree on the game.
And I created an
what do I know?
Planner so that you can create your own games based off of where it is that your needs are.
Sarah's white belt.
If that's something you're
Sarah's an experienced
interested in,
white belt.
Go ahead and click the link and grab yourself a copy.
And look, he's gonna sell you a course. He got a course to sell you. He ain't got no students. He got 3 students. Of course, CLA works with 3 people.
Mine's on the elevator, rise to the occasion.
Of course, CLA works with 3 people in the class. He ain't got no people. 12 years of white belt. Let me listen to Sarah. Now, all I ever told Sarah was, hey, if you drill a little bit, Sarah, you might get the blue belt. That's all I ever told her. Now, some of these guys look like they're killing each other over here. Maybe less CLA and more watching the students roll. You need to watch some of these people rolling. You can't, when you're a coach, you can't always be rolling. She's kind of doing something. I don't know what she knows. You need to be watching your students. He got 3 students. Of course, CLA works with 3 people. He got 3 people in class. Of course, it works a little bit. Let me see what Don Bell got to say.
Finally happening. I am about to embark on one of the most exciting and fulfilling journeys that I've ever been on. I'm opening a jiu-jitsu academy here in San Diego.
Oh no! I've been training. Whoa! You don't need no more jiu-jitsu. San Diego don't need no more jiu-jitsu, Don Bell. Don Bell, how about you move back to South Carolina or somewhere? San Diego don't need no more. San Diego full of jiu-jitsu. You don't need no more jiu-jitsu. We tapped out. No more jiu-jitsu. Do you think San Diego needs who Who thinks San Diego needs more jiu-jitsu? I like Don Bell. He can't find nowhere else. Maybe Arizona, Utah, somewhere. Seattle. Seattle's got a lot of jiu-jitsu. Somewhere, Oregon. You can't find nowhere else. I know everybody loves San Diego for sure. But listen, go discover a new area. How about the Midwest? I know it's not the best place. How about Wisconsin? That's where Dusty's from. How about Wisconsin? San Diego don't need no more. California don't need no more jiu-jitsu. Honestly, you don't need no. LO Snap, what's up, brother? San Diego don't need no more jiu-jitsu, bro.
And coaching here for about 12 years now, and if any of you have ever met me or been my student or trained with me, you understand how passionate I am about jiu-jitsu and sharing jiu-jitsu with others. So a lot of things are still developing, but if you would like to be a part of this community, here's what you can do. I am releasing 100 founding member spots. You're not going to be charged, or I think you're going to be charged like $1, but it's just going to like hold your spot so that when the gym doors open, you'll be the first on the mats to help build this community together. Bro? You'll also, of course, be locked into a much lower monthly rate. I'm going to leave information in the link below, but just to make it easy, if you comment gym, I will send you over everything you need to get started on this and be a part of this beautiful community that we're going to build together. I'm really excited, guys, and I hope to see you guys all on the mats.
You passed out on training?
All right, guys, it's finally happening.
What happened, bro? I might have to give you a call later. Damn, bro. Mark's oversaturated. LO Snap, you don't be eating, though. You be eating 500 calories. Let's keep LOL snapping your prayers, everybody. He might as well go to Austin. Oh no, he can at least go to Houston. Let's see where I was. LOL Snap, what's going on, LOL Snap? You cut 40 pounds at 30. Okay, that will make you pass out, bro. Or you dehydrated or something. That's a lot of weight.
The first thing I say to the person at the front desk, what's the record? And they're like, what do you mean? How many pasta bowls has someone ever had? And they're like, 5. So now I'm on bowl 6. The manager comes over to me like angry and he's like, you're done. No more. I'm like, but it's unlimited pasta bowl. He said, your max has been, you're expired. But then that restaurant like a month later went out of business. So I might have ate them out of business.
Look,
the first thing I say to the person
what's
at
wrong
the
with
front
this guy?
desk, what's the record? And they're like, what do you mean? How many pasta bowls has someone ever had? And they're like, 5. So now I'm on bowl 6. The manager comes over to me like angry and he's like, you're done. No more. I'm like, but it's unlimited pasta bowl. He said, your max has been, you're expired. But then that restaurant like a month later.
Wait.
Went out of business. So I might have ate them out of business.
Let me get back to Joe Rogan's
The first
face.
thing I say to the person at the front desk, what's the record? And they're
All right,
like, what do you
we're gonna
mean?
send
How
Danny
many
Choppa to
pasta
you.
bowls has someone ever had? And they're like, 5. So now I'm on bowl
Sarah
6.
said she's gonna
the
nurse you
manager
back to
comes
health.
over to me like angry and he's like, you're done. No more. I'm like, but it's unlimited pasta bowl. He said, your max
Let
has
me get
been,
Joe Rogan's
you're
face.
expired. But then that restaurant like a
That's my face right there. Like what, Mikey? What's wrong with you? All right, we're gonna send Sarah back to nurse you back to health. She's gonna nurse you back to health, but she's gonna need a blue belt in return, though. LL Snap, are you prepared to do that? Are you prepared to give the bonnet a blue belt? You're gonna have to give her a blue belt. Now, jiu-jitsu instructors they've given blue belts for less than that. Jiu-jitsu black belts are giving blue belts for less than that, way less than that. Day Chopper said the blue bonnet would be the blue bonnet. Hey yo, the blue bonnet. That's kind of fire right there.
Probably not what people want to hear, but I think it's pretty important.
Follow in your footsteps and pursue a career in professional grappling. What kind of advice would you give them?
How good are you doing now? You know, if you're 16 and you've won like whatever the biggest tournament, the juvenile world championships or whatever it is there, gone to ADCC trials and you're nearly winning that. You know, like it's quite clear, like your trajectory is you're going to be at top level grappler. Basically, like you see this kid in who just 17-year-old who won trials in Europe. Like someone like that, I'd say like, okay, like not a bad option for him to look at something like going full time, putting everything into this. If you're not getting results like that at 17, I would strongly suggest that you, whilst you want to keep pursuing being the best you can at jiu-jitsu, I would still recommend doing something. Like you can't do jiu-jitsu all day. So in that other time you have, do something that can help you with the career-wise in case jiu-jitsu doesn't work out. Probably not what
Hey, that's what I said.
but I think it's pretty important.
Follow in your footsteps. And
L-Stat, that's too much, bro. L-Stat, you gotta take some of this stuff takes time. You not in your 20s no more. That stuff takes time. We already talked about this. Let me see. What do I want to see? I don't know if we should watch that. Somebody asked me about the comments yesterday. So, Lackland Giles says, when Lackland Giles says, go to school, okay. But when Alex says go, here's the video I posted yesterday. When Alex says stay in school, people got upset.
What's impact jiu-jitsu's had on your life?
Like, I grew up in jiu-jitsu. I stopped going to school because of jiu-jitsu. I started making money because of jiu-jitsu.
You stopped going to school because of jiu-jitsu. Is this college, high school?
High school. I'm a junior. I remember saying, is it this or world champion? Would I rather eat this candy or would I rather be world champion? So it was those small details that made it big details to make me world champion.
Look at Kyle Terra.
Amazing, man.
Yes, I do.
What the hell? There you go. They gave him $5. You know what? Stay in school. That's my advice. Whenever someone's like, "Hey, should I quit my job and do this full time?" No, stay in school. Stay in school. The GED is good, but okay, that's what I said. Stay in school. Let me see some of the comments. Somebody said, "I'll get homie." He said, "I'll get a medium latte, extra shot, whole milk." Somebody said, "I'd rather be a world champion than go to prom." Another person said, "I had a student who wanted to quit school. I talked to him about what my life is like teaching martial arts professionally. He changed his mind and went to college." The kid that was in the video said he goes to an online private school. Now that sounds made up though. What kind of online private school? Now, if you watch the original video, he said he didn't go to school. He said he sometimes, did the online classes. That sounds like some made up schooling right there. DeVry University. Let's see. Let me find one for Sarah. Sarah, here we go. Here's one person. He said, "This reel is misleading. Listen to the full interview. He clarified that he is a junior in high school. He clearly does homeschool. He and his sisters are phenomenal athletes, and they both won worlds at purple belt. His father, blah, blah, blah. If you don't know who that is, then you don't know BJJ or MMA. Lastly, he's a kid. You should be ashamed of yourself for mashing up his interview and throwing up some BS for your amusement." Let me find the other one. Where's the other one at? There was a really good one. I can't find it. Let me see if I can find it. There was a really good one on there. Yeah, I think that kid was lying. Of course you're going to say you go to school when you know you're lying. Let me see if I can find the comment. There was one comment I was like, "Dang, they jumping on me." Somebody was saying some anti-Semitic stuff on there too. Whoa, where'd that come from? We got some crazy peoples in this sport. Some of them on the live stream too. But where was that one comment? They might have got deleted by YouTube or Instagram. I don't see the one comment. Oh, some of it was hidden. Whee. Some of the comments are hidden on here. You guys can't even see it. Let me see. Yeah, I think it deleted some of them. Yeah, some of the comments got deleted, I think. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, some of the comments got deleted. I don't see them anymore. All right. It's starting to look normal. We got Miss Nia over here. Is that Nia? Oh, no, that's not Nia. That's Simone Biles. Is her husband still on the bench? You know, we like Simone Biles over here. Get it, girls. Hey. Okay. Hey. Now, Simone Biles, you know your center of gravity's off now. He got cut. Who got cut? Oh, he got cut? Uh-oh. Their marriage not going to last very long. What's that kid's name? It might be time for me to step up. Hey. Oh, whoa. Simone. What's that kid? What's his name? All right, Simone. All right. It might be time. Whoa. All right, girl. Cover up a little bit. What's his name? Hello, Snap. What's that guy's name? Oh, maybe I can find it on here. Uh-oh, it might be time for Alex to step up. Oh, no. Look, he was looking kind of angry, too. Look. Look. They're not going to last very long. It might be time for me to step up. You hear that, Sarah? He done got cut. Is he? Did he get? Did somebody pick him up on a different team, or he out the league or something? Time. Hey, time for Alex to step up over here. I'll take Simone Biles. Yeah, you see how she can twirl in the air like that? Chopper, stay away. Daddy Chopper already got a girl. Let me find his name. What's his name? She ain't even tagged that man. He looked kind of sad. Oh no, that's how he was sitting on the bench. That's how he was sitting on the bench. It might be time for me to come up. Dave Chopper got his hands full. That's how he was sitting on the bench over there. I'm being honest. All right, Simone, it's time. You can holler at me now, Simone. I'm ready for you to holler at me now. Who's taller, Simone or Victoria? They both kind of short. Simone, who's taller, Sarah, Simone or Victoria? What's her husband's name? What's her husband's name? What's his name? I don't know his name. He got cut though. Let me find that out. We need to verify this. Jonathan Owens. Let me see. Did he get cut? They're both short. Oh, we need to get her sponsor money. Yeah, I need her money. She gotta support the live stream. Was he cut from the NFL? Nothing's popping up. Oh, here we go. Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles' boyfriend, husband. Oh, this is old. He been cut a couple times. This from 2021. Well, nobody said you're gonna have a long career in the NFL. Wait. It says he's still playing. He signed a 1-year contract. That's not a good sign. Oh, here we go. Chicago Times. It says Bears lose safety Jonathan Owens to the Colts. Owens, who is married to gymnast Simone Biles, was with the Bears for 2 years. He about to. Oh, he just got. Well, this is from. When was this from? March 13th. He got cut again? Let me read this and I'll look for what you're saying. Jonathan Owens, the Bears safety, best known for his marriage to superstar. He's best known for his marriage? That's not a good sign. Simone Biles, you could have had a better dude than that. Or maybe not. He's best known for being married to Simone Biles. Is leaving Chicago. Owens agreed to sign a 1-year deal with the Colts. A source confirmed Friday. Owens spent 2 years with the Bears, starting 5 games in 2024. That's not that many games. He was a special teams contributor, playing 55% of the team's kicking downs in 2024 and 58% in 2025. They just talked about his wife. Oh, no. The article is mostly about his wife. The Bears safeties room will look very different next year. Oh, here we go. 5 hours ago. It says Simone Biles reacts to husband Jonathan Owens' move for St. Louis. This is June 4th, 2026. Today. Get out of here. Ad. Simone Biles expressed her pride in her husband, Jonathan Owens, for hosting his free football camp for the 5th time. She posted on Instagram story with a picture of the Indianapolis Colts cornerback along with her message. Owens announced his camp's return for a 5th year via social media. All right. He's got his little camp going. Okay. Owens played a limited role during the last 2 seasons with the Chicago Bears. He signed a 1-year contract with the Indianapolis Colts on March 17th, and head coach Shane Steichen could give him more playing time. The veteran recorded 9 solo and 10 assisted tackles in 2025. Meanwhile, Biles admitted on Sunday that her chances of competing in the 2028 Olympics are 50-50. Well, you're the breadwinner. You need to do the Olympics. Your husband's not making the money no more like that. All right, so I guess he got a 1-year contract. That 1 year is going to be up. Their kid's going to be super athletes now. She's pretty short. I'm not sure what sport the kid's going to play. They might have to wrestle. If he had got with a taller girl, his kids would probably be able to play football, but she's short, so they might have to wrestle. She's going to hold him down. She's a good woman. Now, Sarah, before I go on her social media, remember you said she's a good woman. They only got to play because 3 people was hurt. He only got to play because 3 people got hurt. She going to need to, Quan. She's the breadwinner. She got to support her family. Now, let me see. Sarah says she's a good woman. I agree. She might be a good woman. Now, let me find some pictures that might be incriminating. Now, she is a good woman. Now, she's married, but she's got the cheeks out, Sarah. The cheeks are out. Now, it is a bathing suit, but the cheeks are out. Now, if you're married, Sarah, should you be posting pictures like this? Now, she is the breadwinner, so maybe she could just do whatever she wants over there. Now, she got the cheeks out, Sarah. Sarah says she's going to hold him down. I don't think so. She says no crying on the yacht. I don't think she's going to hold you down. Sarah, she wants to stay on the yacht. Now, if you get cut from the NFL, no more yacht. No more Simone Biles. You need money for that girl. That girl ain't trying to live a broke lifestyle. She got vacations to go on. Nah, that girl, listen, if you can't afford the Miami trip and the yacht, she gonna leave you. If you can't afford to keep her going on vacation every couple of weeks, she's going to leave you. When you got the girls out, when you got your... that outfit... Okay, what about this outfit, Quan? What about this outfit, Quan? When they get those enhancements, they're going to leave you. If she never got enhanced, Sarah, I would agree with you. If she never got enhanced, I would agree with you. She's going to hold him down. Now, if she got enhancements, Sarah, I don't think she's going to hold you down like you think she is. Or hold him down like you think she is. She deserves better. I agree. She deserves better. Now, I'm not saying I'm better. I'm saying she deserves better. Quan, that's not revealing.
This summer.
That's not revealing one bit. Now, this is revealing, Quan. That other outfit was revealing, Quan. When you marry, you don't really post stuff like this. I think I've never been married before. But when you're married, you shouldn't be posting stuff like this. Yeah, you don't need to be posting. You don't need to post none of that no more. If she stayed like this, Sarah, if she stayed like this, I would agree. She's going to hold him down. If she stayed like that, you see the cursor. If she stayed like that, Sarah, she would hold him down. But now, she's not like built like that no more. Where's the picture at? This is her now. She's not. She's got enhancements now. She's not going to hold you down. That's what I think. I could be wrong. You know what? We could put some money on it. Now give it 1 year, Sarah. After that contract's up, after 1 year, that might be it. Quan said, that is pretty revealing, Quan. Okay, where were we? Let's see. What is this?
This lady has to be the biggest fraud ever. So I made that video earlier and I got a bunch of different comments, and honestly a lot of them were negative. And the first thing I'll say is she doesn't have a background in high-level gymnastics and she never wrestled. And it doesn't mean you can't be a good coach. And a lot of what her teaching is what she calls math-based wrestling. And she talks a lot about leverage. All stuff that you honestly typically never hear in a wrestling room. But what I will say is she has lots of people that are saying she trusts her and she's legit and have trained with her for years. I'm personally just not familiar with the verbiage and how she talks about wrestling, and that's why my immediate thoughts were, who is this lady? And the last thing I'll say is I did no research. I watched that video one time and then I posted my thoughts about it. I built this whole page around my opinions, and I enjoy having conversations about wrestling if you guys think I'm right or if you guys think I'm wrong. This lady has to be the biggest...
So that is, what is that girl's lady? Matt something. It's like wrestling gymnastics kind of. Now, Amit Allure used to train with that lady. And Amit Allure also had back surgery, so I don't know if there's a correlation there. Wrestling prep. Yeah, wrestling prep, that's her. She also teaches she'd be teaching eye gouges. She'd be teaching some catch wrestling techniques. That's what she'd be teaching.
You see this big ass Kung Fu Panda belly?
No, nigga, me and him in the same boat, nigga. What the fuck is that tattoo on your belly, nigga? What the fuck, nigga?
The problem, that's famous.
Your belly is the problem,
What's wrong with Adrian Braun?
What the fuck?
No, the liquor's the problem.
He used to be an athlete.
On your fat ass belly, nigga.
You see this big ass Kung Fu Panda belly?
No, nigga, me and him in the same boat, nigga. What the fuck is that tattoo on your belly, nigga? What the fuck, nigga?
The problem, that's
What's wrong with these guys? Where was I? Anything else I care about? Oh, this is our OnlyFans girl over here. She won Worlds. Well, I'm gonna say that's not revealing. She did win Worlds. I can't deny that. We do need to talk about Sean Strickland. Apparently, he's banned from the UFC.
UFC higher-ups called me, big names. And they said, Sean, I gotta apologize, but you're not Israeli enough to go to UFC 250 Israel edition. the White House didn't clear you. And I'm not really surprised, I'm not really surprised. So, I think moving forward, I would like to just apologize to Israel. I'd like to say I'm sorry, I'd like to apologize to Trump. And I just want to prove that I'm Israeli enough for you guys. Like, for instance, whenever the list disappeared and Trump goes out there and says to everybody that he can't really go into it because people that by association will get prosecuted and their names will be tarnished. I want to apologize because, I don't want them to be prosecuted. Or, when Trump goes and bombs the fuck out of Iran that no Americans agree with, that cost Americans $5 to $15. The UFC higher ups called me, big names, and they said, Sean, I gotta apologize, but
I didn't see that Sean Strickland. Can we find Sean Strickland talking about that? Ooh, let's see. Sean Strickland's crazy, but every now and again, what they say, a clock is tells the time correctly twice a day.
Well, you guys, I'm not surprised, but I got the call. I got the call. The UFC higher ups called me, big names, and they said, Sean, I gotta apologize, but you're not Israeli enough to go to UFC 250 Israel edition. The White House didn't clear you. And I'm not really surprised, I'm not really surprised. So, I think moving forward, I would like to just apologize to Israel. I'd like to say I'm sorry, I'd like to apologize to Trump. And I just want to prove that I'm Israeli enough for you guys. Like, for instance, whenever the list disappeared and Trump goes out there and says to everybody that he can't really go into it because people that by association will get prosecuted and their names will be tarnished. I want to apologize because, I don't want them to be prosecuted. Or, when Trump goes and bombs the fuck out of Iran that no Americans agree with, that cost Americans $5,000 to $15,000 to go fight Israel's war. I want to apologize. Sorry, I've been a critic of that, My allegiance was apparently in the wrong place, and I just want to apologize. Or when Trump goes out there and says, hey, Trump, your approval ratings are the lowest it's ever been across all demographics. And Trump says, well, you know what? I have a 99% approval rate in Israel. I want to apologize, and I want to repent, Apparently, I'm not American enough to go to Freedom 250. But I still got my ticket, so maybe we'll just go. I'll bring the belt, and we'll just stand outside the gate, and we'll just let them know what we really think about Trump and Israel, Well, you guys,
this might be the only chance some of these UFC fighters get to go to the White House. This is the only time you might see. Now, most of my UFC friends, they got some, I don't know if they can get past the background check for the White House, so this might be the only time. I mean, a lot of those guys are criminals too. I don't think the White House ain't ever had so many criminals politicians are criminals too. They never had so many outspoken criminals before. Everyday criminals. They never had so many everyday criminals in their midst. Now they're used to the political criminals. They've had nothing but political criminals. Actually, you know what? They're gonna fit in. Repent and bow down. It's too late. What was I gonna say? We do have to find Mr. Where's that IBJF at? Let's find Mica Galvão. Apparently, Mica Galvão is signed up for Jersey Open. Let's find where the Jersey Open is. I won't be there this year. I spent all my money on live streaming. I done spent all my money on live streaming, guys. We don't have enough money to get to Jersey. Where is June 20th? New Jersey Open. Athletes by division. Black belt. You wouldn't roll Trump. But listen, Trump probably will roll if you miss, Sarah. He has dirty diapers. Well, he is almost 80 years old or something right there. Let's see. I don't see. Here we go. Look, nobody else registered for a middle heavy. Mica Galvao been eating too much ice cream. Here he is right here. Michael Ferreira Galvao. Black belt medium heavy. Dang, nobody registered. They only got 4 black belts adults. 5. Wait, no, there's more than that. Nobody's registered for this tournament. What about black belt? What about nogi? They ain't got no people. Nobody registered for Jersey. Now the issue of New Jersey, New Jersey, they're going to be hosting the World Cup around that time period. So most people can't afford. Now let me zoom in on the prices for you people too. It costs $138 just to register for the tournament. Now that pricing's already passed, so now it's $167. June 12th, next week or something. Now if you want to do both gi and nogi, you got to pay $284 plus registration. I did it last year too. But they had more than 2 people in the for black belts. What that got to do with the venue smaller? What that got to do with the people registered for the tournament though? There's no black belts. I did it last year. I think I had at least 2 fights or something. Did I do gi and nogi? I might have just did gi. They have 5 black belts registered for the tournament. Let me see if we can find the nogi. Why these comps gotta be that much? Did I see Danny Choppa last year? Or was it 2 years ago, Danny Choppa? It must have been last year. Yeah, that's where I saw Danny Choppa, and they fleeced Danny Choppa for that acai. I asked y'all, I was like, man, how much was that acai? He told me the price. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get that. Okay, there's more people for nogi. Let's see. They ain't got nobody. It ain't nobody over there. They ain't got nobody. Nobody signed up for this tournament. You're gonna have better luck at Masters 1, Masters 2. You're gonna have a lot better luck. There ain't nobody. You know what? It's hard to fly out there. It's hard to have a place to stay, hotels. Cause Jersey, New York is hosting the World Cup. Nobody really want to travel right now. Was it last year? You still stuck in adult. Well, good luck to you, man. I think we got a couple videos. Let's see. So Mica Galvao is registered, but we don't know what he's gonna do out there.
If this one thing happened sooner. Let me explain. Aaron Pico is about to make Pico might never have left wrestling if this one thing happened sooner. Let me explain. Aaron Pico is about to make his return to wrestling at RAF. If you just got into wrestling and you don't know who Aaron Pico is, he was basically Bo Bassett before Bo Bassett. He was a phenom known for his heavy hands, a 2-time junior world medalist, and at just 19 years old, he made the 2016 Olympic Trials finals. He was also 6-0 against Zane Rutherford, who immediately went on to become one of the most dominant college wrestlers ever, and eventually a world champion. But Aaron wasn't just good, he was a fan favorite. People loved watching him wrestle. So why did Aaron walk away from the sport at 19, right when it felt like he was starting to hit his peak? Why did he never wrestle at the Division I level? It takes a second to explain, but it really comes back to NIL. Let's go back to 2014. NIL didn't exist. And it wasn't just NIL. Prize money, professional contracts, professional leagues, any of those could get you banned from the NCAA. He was already a superstar wrestler and a Golden Gloves boxing champion. He had real MMA aspirations, so when Bellator offered him a long-term contract while he was still in high school, he signed it. But that meant he was giving up his chance to wrestle in college, and also high school, where he was still a sophomore. So from that that point on, he went all in on freestyle, with his eyes set on the 2016 Olympics. After that, his plan was to retire from wrestling and fully commit to MMA. And this is where I think timing changed everything. Had the NIL era started only 8 years earlier, I think Aaron keeps wrestling. For one, Aaron Pico would have commanded an absolute bag in NIL. He was one of the biggest young stars in the sport, and money had to have played a factor in his decision to ultimately sign with Bellator. But more importantly, he might have been able to sign that Bellator deal and still wrestle in college. And that's not even a crazy hypothetical. Bella Mir has 4 MMA fights under her belt, and she's still wrestling in college. So when people ask why Aaron Pico never wrestled Division I, I don't think the answer was that he didn't care about wrestling anymore. I think it's that he was forced to make the decision way earlier than athletes have to now. And if the rules changed just a little bit sooner, wrestling might have been able to keep one of the best young stars the sport has ever seen. The good news is he's a UFC star now, and he's making his return to wrestling anyway. So maybe we didn't get to watch him wrestle in college, but there's still a lot to look forward to from Aaron Pico. Anyways, what do you think? Would Pico have...
Is Aaron Pico a UFC star? I don't know if he's a UFC star. We got Dr. Oz over here. What's going on in America? Now, Quan said America's the best country. Now, maybe at some point it was the best country. You know, I can't confirm or deny that, but you can't say that America is getting better as a country. I can't say America's gotten better as a country. I didn't even realize Dr. Oz was part of the administration over here. The TV doctor, Dr. Phil, is Dr. Phil's on there too? Every Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, every fake doctor, every fake doctor got some role in this administration. The thumb is the thumb, whatever. They got the thumb working over there too.
Agency to change our future, change the country's future, make the planet a better place. We're put here to make a difference. But if you're sitting at home, which is true for the millions of people who are able-bodied on Medicaid, on average, you're spending 6.1 hours watching television or just hanging around. That's not why you're here. So as a path to prosperity, Congress very wisely said, let's get you back into the workforce. Let's require you to get free healthcare coverage, to be able to work for 20 hours a week, or volunteer to make up the difference if you haven't worked 20 hours, or get an education, just participate. And so that rule came out. It's a, I think, beautifully written effort to try to define for our nation what your part of the puzzle is. Because if you are going to get something that of value from the American people, there should be some obligation if you're able to. If you're not able to, if you're disabled, if you're one of the categories that are well defined in general, not able to work, it's different. But if you can work, you should get up and work again.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rubin, and Dr. Oz is painting a picture of Medicaid recipients sitting at home watching TV for 6.1 hours a day, making it seem like they are lazy and don't contribute to society when the facts don't fit his reality. What's really going on is that most non-disabled adults on Medicaid actually work, but they work low-income jobs that don't provide health insurance, so Medicaid is what they're able to access. And so we have tried work requirements in the past, and it typically does not work. In Arkansas in 2018, there was a work requirement put in place, and close to 20,000 people lost their health insurance without any meaningful increase in employment. Remember, when people have access to health care, they are more likely to be able to work because they're more likely to be healthy. So by having these work requirements and people losing their health insurance, they're less likely to be able to maintain their job status. This should not be framed as hard-working taxpayers versus lazy Medicaid recipients. The real policy issue here is that are we going to put in more bureaucratic red tape that could cause vulnerable people to lose their health insurance? That's the real question here.
So again, you know, a lot of these guys, well, you know, TV doctors, didn't he make his money off TV? Wait a second. Dr. Oz made his money off TV. How did Dr. Oz make his money? People watching TV. He over here jumping on people watching TV. And that's how he made his money. So, you know, let me go over here. That motherfucker made money from people watching TV. He's got to zoom in here. I don't know how accurate AI is. AI can kind of suck most of the time. Dr. Oz built his estimated $100 million net worth. That's a lot of money. That's more money than most doctors. Through a combination of television hosting. He just talk crap on all it. It doesn't matter if people watch TV. You have leisure time. Everybody's got leisure time. If someone wants to watch TV in their leisure time, they can do it. What you want people to work every day, all day, no breaks, no time off? It's impossible. Health insurance. Well, he doesn't. He's got $100 million, so that's not his problem. He don't care. He made the bulk of his money through television hosting, lucrative corporate and healthcare investments, book publishing, and a massive portfolio of real estate. Now, I assure you, all that is built on his TV hosting. The thing is, people can survive, not thrive. They can survive a lot of things. Now, there's a cost to all this. You know, if you don't have proper health insurance and you don't have proper food, you don't have proper blah, 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 eventually something's going to give. Now, the thing is, the people at the top are so greedy, they don't care. Now, if everything falls apart, then they'll have issues, you know. So I just think it's interesting. He's talking shit, and then he made most of his money through through TV and through marriage. What kind of doctor is this guy? Danny Chopper. Yeah, we're gonna have to get Danny Chopper. Danny Chopper, we're gonna have to find you a rich girl. And the thing is, it's so expensive. There's no reason for it to be that expensive. Dr. Oz is a cardiothoracic surgeon. Okay, that's a heart surgeon. Okay. He also got his MD and MBA from University of Pennsylvania. Look. And you know, that's where Danny Chopper is. He also faced significant scrutiny for endorsing certain alternative medicine practices and supplements. So that man's a sellout too. Trump's pastor is the white Dr. Cheyenne. Now, you know, Trump ain't no religious person. Trump didn't start going to yeah, search around. Yeah, most of it sucks. Trump don't seem to be the most religious person at all. They don't care though. They don't really, most of these people don't believe in religion. UFC BJJ is tonight. Okay. Someone says it's crazy how poorly promoted this event is. I mean, I watch it every time, not always live, and I don't get anything on my feed. Someone says it's really surprising. I wonder how much of this is because the commentary is directed almost exclusively towards a new audience. They act as though no other BJJ event exists, and they are constantly beating you over the head with how amazing their format is. The bowl forces everyone to keep active and engaged. It's nonstop action. All right, so that's a warning for both of them for stalling. The bowl don't really help you with grappling. If anything, you get stuck on the bowl. If you get stuck on the bowl, you can't move. It is better than power slap. That's true. Some people want to see Gilbert Burns. Someone said put Gordon on commentary. Nobody wants to listen to Gordon or Mikey. Sorry, Mikey. Looking forward to this. Some really fun matches. Notice Bet Online has started to offer betting odds for UFC BJJ. Anyone here do any betting on these cards? So at least you can bet on the cards. The 10 Planet guys like the bowl. That's true. Mikey versus some guy. That's most of the UFC cards. Someone says, and you got like, you know, Fion's on there, Bellamir, Achilles Hosha, Nicky Rod, Mason Fowler. If UFC can't promote those people, you know, those some of the best grapplers in the world, if they can't promote those people and make you want to watch the matches, then You can't help this. You can't help this organization. Someone says maybe it's an unpopular take, but Dana White is a garbage human being. No, that's pretty spot on. And the UFC does everything possible to pay their athletes as little as they can get away with, and does far below what's ethical in taking care of athletes. That's true. Awful marketing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about UFC. I'm happy some of the homies are making money, or some of the bros are making money, but I just don't care about the UFC. Sarah says she's going to watch it for me. Watch it for me, Sarah. Tell me how it goes. Alexa Hurst. We didn't get a chance to talk about Alexa Hurst. That's the girl that came out against Galvao. The first girl. I think I meant to post this. Was this from this year? Oh yeah. So shout out to her, featherweight world champion, and got promoted. She's brown belt. Shout out to her. Shout out to her, man. Just so you know, it wasn't that long ago where it wasn't that long ago that she came out with her story, and that's amazing for her, man. I'm happy for her. That's a victory for her. Let me read a couple words from her. I believe, is she American or Brazilian? Not that it matters. She says, few words can truly describe what I'm feeling right now. This year was not easy. In many ways, it was one of the hardest years of my life. There were moments when I felt lost. Moments when I questioned myself. Moments when I wondered why certain things were happening the way they were. Sometimes life doesn't make sense while you're living it. Sometimes all you can do is keep moving forward and trust that there is a purpose behind every setback. Today, I understand a little more. God has a way of turning our pain into purpose. He has a way of closing doors we desperately wanted open and leading us somewhere greater than we could have imagined. Looking back, I can see that every challenge taught me something. Every disappointment made me stronger. Every obstacle prepared me for this moment. This title means so much more to me than being called a world champion. It represents resilience. I love that word, resilience. We need some resilience over here. It represents resilience when giving up would have been easier. It represents faith when I couldn't see the bigger picture. It represents choosing to keep believing in my dreams even when the path ahead seemed uncertain. To anyone chasing a dream of their own, keep going. Keep going when nobody understands your vision. Keep going when progress feels slow. Keep going when things don't go according to plan. Keep going when life tests you. The journey will ask more from you than you expect, but the person you become along the way is worth every struggle. I'm proud of this medal, but I'm even more grateful for the person this journey has helped me become. To my coaches, teammates, training partners, friends, family, and everyone who supported me through the highs and lows, thank you. A dream like this is never achieved alone. All right, there. That was good. That girl, but listen. A lot of people do quit because of situations like hers, but that girl was strong. Andre Galvao, for whatever he did to her, maybe it wasn't just him. Whatever Atos did, they helped make that girl strong enough to stand up to them. That was good. That's what martial arts is about. It's not about abusing people. It's about helping people develop, become resilient, and grow. That's what martial arts is about. Now, that's not what jiu-jitsu is about anymore. Jiu-jitsu ain't about you growing. It's about blind loyalty, taking resources from you and making a pile of money. Getting a pile of money. That's what jiu-jitsu is about now, but it should be about helping the students become better people, stronger people, more confident. And Atos, right or wrong, Atos helped her develop to become this young woman. They did something good. Now, they couldn't stay good all the way for Atos, but they did help create and make that woman strong. That woman's strong. Now, I don't know if she probably could have been strong without Atos, without jiu-jitsu. Maybe that's something her family helped instill in her. Maybe that's something she had naturally. I don't know, but hey, listen, that girl is a hero. She got more courage than most of these people out here. Most people never going to stand for anything, and they fall for everything. Look at you, girl. Show that medal off, girl. Put that medal in your mouth like you buying it. I'm happy for her. All right, shout out to that young woman. And that meant something. That's what it's about, man. Overcoming obstacles. That's what it's about. Now, in jiu-jitsu, we need to stop being the obstacle. We need to stop. You jiu-jitsu coaches, you higher belts, you black belts, you need to stop being obstacles in people's lives. Get out the way. Move out the way. Or go to jail. Shout out to her, man. That was inspirational right there. We needed that. We needed some inspiration. I did mean to read this too. Maybe I'll come back to it. Should I come back to this? Let me read it too. Now everybody, let's just knock out all the Galvaos. So it says, urgent, Sarah's truth about Melky Galvao. In a public statement, Sarah, ex-wife of Melky Galvao, ex-wife, are they still married? Details years of abuse, threats, and violence. Is everybody named Sarah? The letter, which integrates a lawsuit today, exposes a pattern of behavior that, according to the reports, posed a risk not only to the victims but to everyone around them. In her account, Sarah describes the constant fear, isolation, and aggression she would have suffered through the relationship. Years later, Melky Galvao used to be married to someone else? Wait a second. It says years later she was murdered under circumstances that are still surrounded by doubt, and the author of the crime, whoever committed the crime, remains uncertain. What Sarah wrote years ago may help to understand much of what is being reported today. Drag over and read the main excerpts of this document. Wait, Melky Galvao used to be married before or something? Wait a second. I need the translation. Wait, I don't know what's going on. His ex-mother-in-law? Wait, I don't understand. Where are my Brazilians at? Explain it to me. Let me look it up on this man might be worse than we thought over here. Sarah too nice. She too nice till that fire stick pop out. If I see that fire stick, Sarah, put it down, Sarah. Let's see. I'm trying to find the new one. There might be more to the story. I need someone to. I don't see anything on it right now, but there seems like there might be more. Possibly Melky Gavao was married before, and that lady's gone. I don't know. I need CP to explain everything for me. It says, from what I understand, the current one threatened the ex herself and had a mysterious death in which it was not investigated because Melky was a civil police officer, and he certainly waved the sticks. Oh, so maybe he was married before and something happened to her? Uh-oh. We'll keep our eye on this. I don't speak Portuguese, or very little Portuguese. So whenever these people are saying they're innocent, I don't know how innocent they are. It's possible Mikey was right to be afraid. It's very possible he was right to be afraid. Yeah, it's possible Mikey was right about a little bit. So that's Grandpa. That's the baby's grandpa, though. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. I don't really understand that one too much. I need to send that to CP. CP, if you watch this later, get back to me.
I saw something earlier today in which Sean Strickland said that he's been banned, quote unquote, banned from the White House card. Did you guys see this?
Yes, he did say that.
Did he use the word banned?
He used the word
banned.
He's not allowed to go.
Is there a difference between banned and just not invited?
Yes, there is a difference. I'm not sure that he is expressing that difference, but in my objective opinion, yes, there is a difference.
And why do you guys think that is? I saw his reason. He said it's because he made jokes about Epstein, about Israel, about all that stuff. Do you think that that's the reason he's not invited or banned? The reason
is he banned or is he not
invited?
invited?
Well, not invited. Well, Dana said, I saw him say that his main focus for putting together this card was he wanted people that he could trust, that would show up, that would do the thing. Now, I know Hokit is somewhat of a departure from all that, and truth be told, I wonder if deep down, after that press conference, he regretted it. That being said, do you think it's just, a byproduct of that? He just wants it to be as sort of down the middle as possible, no drama, no this or that? Or is it because perhaps Sean has said in the past, like there's visual evidence of him saying he doesn't want to go, right? Didn't he say that?
Yeah, he has said that.
That he wasn't interested?
He's
expressed that, but I don't think that would keep him from going. Yeah, I mean, if he's actually not allowed to go, if he is like quote unquote, banned, barred from being able to go, I would imagine it's because, Dana White has acknowledged, like he says crazy shit. And maybe he just doesn't want the fuss for such a massive event.
Sure.
If he's not fighting on the card, what is his role? Like I don't.
He is the only male American champion.
So then you should have put him on the card.
Sure. I mean,
they didn't line up.
He did become champion
schedule.
recently. So I guess what?
I mean, it's a month. Like, what is he going to do?
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I guess it will be interesting. Are all the champions invited?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's
you know what I mean?
Involved
If all the champions are going to be there, we'll find out very soon, and he's not, then it feels like it was a ban, right?
Sean Strickland ain't going. I know homeboy ain't going either.
All right, guys. There's a really interesting story going on.
I know
today.
Jake Shields
Sean
ain't going.
Strickland, the UFC middleweight champion, friend of mine. We clash at times, but overall a friend. He
Jake
just got a
Shields
phone
ain't going.
call,
Moneyberg
probably
might
either
be
Dana
there, though.
White or Hunter Campbell. He said one of the top execs of the UFC, and they revoked his UFC tickets. This is the only male American current UFC champion, and his whole persona is Mr. America, and they revoked his UFC tickets from the White House card due to criticism of Israel. So let's go ahead and play Sean's video to start this out.
We already saw that.
Surprised when I got the call.
How people are evolving, people learn. That's why it is good to talk to people, to add multiple. And I'm certainly not saying I'm the one that changed his mind, but I did have multiple debates with him, and he's seen it from other places too. Twitter, Bryce I know debated with him. You start hearing it everywhere, and you slowly start being like, oh, these crazy radicals actually were right. Thanks for watching Fight Back Podcast. If you like the show, like, subscribe, or share the video. There's also donation links.
Remember ever saying that. Okay. I do want to be on the card.
You do want to be on the card.
I do.
My UFC bros, they know how to beg. Fighters are the biggest beggars I ever seen. You ever seen for people that's supposed to be so masculine? They the biggest beggars. They might as well get on the street and jiggle a little jar for some change. Jiggle a little jar for some change.
And this is what I gotta say. First off, I ain't jealous at any of those fighters. I'm so happy for those fighters. I don't think you could have got a better main event. I'm happy for every single last fighter on that card.
But pulling Sean Strickland from the card is absolutely insane.
If they need me to fill in, if I'm healthy, hey, I'll do it. For the UFC, I think it's great. It's beyond great. It's literally the perfect scenario. But as far as I'm an economics major. I love studying politics on the political side of things, not the UFC's business. That is, of course, they're going to say yes to it. But what I think personally is that our government is desecrating its role in society by entertaining sports. Our government is to protect
sports at least, but you still probably shouldn't be doing sports at the White House
and serve the people.
Whoa! Even UFC fighters don't think they should be at the White House. Quan said America's the best country ever. What other country got gladiator sports right in the front of their government? What other country got gladiators spilling blood? What other country got people spilling blood right at their country's center, capital? Quan, I'm coming after Quan today. I love Quan too, but I'll come after him a little bit. Who else? Nobody else would do that because they got respect for their, country, their history. We couldn't have, what? They could have done a million other things for the 250th birthday for America. They couldn't plan nothing else. Maybe get the Blue Angels out there, some veterans, some active duty people, injured veterans, something like that, kids. You couldn't find nothing else to do. They couldn't play nothing else. And when these guys start making sense, something's up. When these crazy dudes be making sense.
And really should be as minimal as possible. And when you're doing all of this stuff, hosting sporting events, it's really outside of what the goal of the government was.
Bringing a wanted war criminal, Netanyahu. Literally every international body has arrest warrants out for him, and they're going to bring him there VIP and not let Sean come because he's there.
Intended to be, because our tax dollars and resources are funding this operation. And like I said, I'm not criticizing the UFC. I love Dana. I love Hunter. I love Sean, Mick. I love all of them. And it's an amazing thing. It's a once in a lifetime thing. But the government should never be hosting sporting events because there's more room for corruption. And we already have a corrupted government. And so that's my thoughts on it, is that the government is supposed to protect us, not entertain us.
Yep. Anyways, let's see. I think we have a couple more clips. Oh, here, Sean, he put himself as turned into a Jew. This is smart. They might invite him back to the White House. Let's see the comments on this. Anything interesting? Just scroll down real quick. Try. Sean Tristan goes off, opens, getting a cuss, stupid shit. Okay, someone that doesn't like Sean, probably Jewish. His Jew.
Oh, those are his thoughts. That's not my thoughts. They don't like their now full and well. Let me stop. Says Clarissa Shields threatens to sue Alicia Baumgartner. Alicia Bowman-Gardner could be Mush's baby mama. I like both sisters. They just kind of crazy. We ain't watching all of this.
Tries to trigger me every chance they get, tries to pick at me. I mean, they literally came out the gate. When MVP first came out the gate, announcing that they were a promotion, they came out the gate calling Amanda Serrano the real GOAT. And all through the comment section on that post, all you seen was, the GOAT is Claressa Shields. The GOAT is Claressa Shields. I had to literally send them paperwork and tell them, stop using GOAT. That is trademarked, it's owned, it's mine, it's me. They thought that they were just going to come out the gate and just take my whole identity and push the little black girl from Flint to the side. And didn't know that my brand was strong. My brand was strong. My fans were loud. And they couldn't come over and take over women's boxing and do nothing. So now that we're speaking on that, how they came out the gate just disrespecting me, I never really liked the whole MVP thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I was like, whatever, because the GOAT gonna keep doing what the GOAT do. And Salida Promotions has always backed me.
You can't trademark words.
And I have traveled
but I don't know
the
if she
world
did.
beating girls down. 5 different weight classes.
God, she traveled the world beating girls down.
18-0, undefeated. All unanimous decisions. And then we have to remember that some of my career, I was doing MMA too.
Yeah, she did a little bit of MMA for a second.
So this whole thing with MVP, they came out the gate trying to antagonize me, trying to erase me, trying to assassinate my character. And this has been going on for a very long time. It didn't just start with this. So now that I'm looking at statements and I'm seeing people lie, it's okay because I'm not going to handle it with the law. I'm going to handle it with the court. Y'all going to get sued for defamation of character. All of y'all up over there. So I need to get y'all checkbooks ready.
Too old to be
now that we're talking about that, because I have to go to my notes. I want to make sure that I hit this stuff.
She done took notes. That's when you know you're upset.
Nikisa lying, saying that I celebrated Shadaysha Green having a brain bleed.
Let me jump around because she got a list of people. That's when you angry when you put pen to paper. When you put pen to paper, just so you don't forget somebody you got a beef with. Let me jump around a little bit.
Like I was celebrating her having a bleed. We just know that she went through medicals. She made it through medicals. She fought and she lost. I am not signed to MVP. And guess what? There's not one girl on the MVP roster that can beat me in a fight.
She got receipts.
That's what they're mad about. They pop all that stuff. Shadaysha was their only hope that they had. And she lost, got knocked out by a girl in the 9th round. And this is the same girl, Lonnie Daniels, who I beat unanimously with 2 torn shoulders. Shit boxing, right? Because that's what I do. I don't get into girls' personal lives. Baumgartner decides she want to keep mentioning me and my relationship in her mouth. Now, to her, I've never spoke about how she's a whore.
Oh, whoa. Oh, was that in the notes? Let me check the notes real quick. Was that in the notes? Yada, yada. Okay. Oh, it was in the notes. She had the receipts. God, them sisters. You can't upset the sisters. So that's why I don't upset Sarah. Don't upset the sisters, y'all. The only thing I ever tell you people, staying in school and don't upset the sisters. And nobody listen to me. Let me rewind that out. That kind of hit. That woke me up. If you listening to the live stream, I'm sure that kind of caught you off guard. Caught me off guard too.
Decides she want to keep mentioning me and my relationship in her mouth. Now, to her, I've never spoke about how she's a whore.
Is she?
Yeah.
Wait.
I've never spoke about that.
For research purposes, Where'd you learn this from, Clarissa Shields? Because you know I'm a big fan of Bowman Gardner. Dane Thomas, elite assistants alone too.
How many guys she done slept with? How many boxers she done slept with? What she done? I don't speak about her.
Wait, what? Whoa, there was guys? I thought she was single. Oh, it kind of ruined the image I had of her, but that's okay. She in her 30s, so I mean that's kind of how it goes.
Life, right? But she has gotten too comfortable. First, you disrespect my boxing, trying to say that my resume ain't this and ain't that. Try to disrespect my legacy. Try to say I got AI 6-pack. You want to say I'm jealous of you because you cute and I'm supposedly ugly. And then, after all that shit don't work, then you bring it to my relationship. That's what the conversation was about, to tell her, keep popping it how you popping it. But keep that there
I don't mess
out
with no
your
Clarissa
damn
Shields.
mouth. Because I don't go
She
around
like
talking
she used
about
to
how
fight
you're a
on the
whore
schoolyard.
and you have a Jezebel spirit.
Oh.
I don't walk around talking about that.
Ooh, Jezebel
So now,
spirit.
since we want to talk about
That's how
it, since
Sarah
we
be
talk about
talking.
people's relationships, no. We about to get into it.
No, wait. She got receipts.
Because I try not to get personal, but now since you want to get personal and you want to keep
You got a good workout,
running
Ellis?
your
What you
mouth,
talking about?
I got something for you. I didn't say this.
These
I
girls,
didn't say this,
These girls got higher
by the way.
testosterone, so they
I'm just confirming it now.
they got
Know you. Alicia, niggas that really ran through you, nigga. Stop it, nigga.
That's Adrian Broner.
Ran through you. Bunny ran through you.
Robert Eastern.
Ran through you, boy. Hold on. Dominique Dawson. Ran through you. Hold on. Montana Love. Ran through you.
That's about
I
4.
got this.
She keeps count.
Everybody has some, nigga. Tony just like you.
So hold on.
That's not ran through.
For somebody to
Wait.
run around and say that
That's not ran through. LO snap, so that's light numbers right there. LO snap. LO snap, so they ain't five LO snap. Is that a lot, LO snap? LO snap used to do that in a weekend. Let me stop. Oh, man. That's actually not that bad. I thought it was worse than that. Now, when you get exposed by Adrian Broner, however you say his name, that man, that's the man with the belly. Ella Snap said that's not that bad, actually. So, yeah, she not really ran through. Clarissa Shields seems to be more, God, dog. I don't know what you were doing back in the day, Ella Snap. That's a lot for some people, but not a lot to other people.
I'm jealous of them. I want to be them because they so cute and they this. Baby, I'm untouched out here. Flat out. All them dudes plus more that was mentioned ain't never, could never.
Oh.
But she run around talking about some, I'm jealous, I'm envious, I want to be her,
I like
I'm
Clarissa
insecure.
Shields. That's a real girl
no,
right
baby.
there.
Letting everybody do what they want
And
to
she
do
a real
with
fighter.
you, that's insecure.
Fruitful at 12.
That's insecure.
I'm with
And
Clarissa
I'm not,
Shields on this.
Insecure about my looks, about my size.
No, you got
about
nothing to be insecure
nothing.
about.
I'm a very beautiful chocolate dark woman, and I have no problem with that. I'm strong as hell.
Yeah, we know.
Beautiful as hell. Tall as hell. Love it. Love it. I wish God would have made me darker.
And she could beat you
Love
up.
it.
She could beat
Very
LL
well
Snap up.
accomplished, very well rooted up in God too. Just because you're rooted up in God does not mean that you're perfect. No one is perfect. But what I will say is I have a great relationship with God. But sometimes you have to. Is this video done? Hold on.
Tony just like
Hold on, I'm gonna run
Shout
it
out to Tony. I fuck with Tony. You know what I know? Keep the hoe on the stroke. And we got footage.
That's crazy.
They got footage?
First of all, I'm not even a person
Where the
who will
footage
argue
at?
with Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner will come and say,
Where the footage
he really,
at?
he crazy. But like I said,
Where the footage at?
I
For
respect
research.
that he can come out.
Sarah won't let me
after
watch it.
she was talking shit about him and inserting herself.
I
in
ain't
something
married
that
to
had nothing
Sarah.
do with her. He came out and exposed all her business.
Now Sarah's husband can't
Exposed
watch
all
any
her
of that. Though.
business. So when you want to talk about me and all my and try to talk about my relationship, just know that I've never took your low down there with you and talked about how you're a whore. And now since we're talking about how you're a whore, why the hell did your ex-boyfriend reach out to me? Listen, I knew you was a hater, but I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know it was hell deep, your hate. But after talking to this, I got it now. I understand it now.
Clarissa Shields, she beat a lot of women up.
It's worse than what I thought it was.
Before she was a boxer. Before she was a professional boxer. Whose husband?
It's worse than what
Sarah's
I thought
husband?
it was.
Oh.
I thought maybe you was a little jealous and maybe you wanted to have the stardom and everything. Girl, it's deeper than that.
Oh, it is?
It's crazy.
All right. You know, Clarissa Shields look like she used to beat girls up and boys up on the playground. Don't she look like she beat up a lot of people before she even took up boxing? She was beating up people. That woman beat a lot of people up. I can tell. I know this kind of stuff. That woman done beat up a lot of people. She beat up a lot of people. You know, they probably picked on her. She was tall. She had to put a lot of beatings on people. She just had to put people in their place. Nah, I like her though. She's not that masculine. Well, she a fighter. Bowman Gardner. I mean, what kind of professional boxer ain't masculine? How are you gonna be feminine out there beating the crap out of people? She from Flint, Michigan. Is she? She got some femininity to her though. You know what? She might be kind of my type. She was dating a married man. Wasn't they on the outs though? Sarah, we're on her side, Sarah. I'm on her side. You could be on Bowman Gardner's side. I didn't know about Bowman Gardner like that, but she not ran through to me. Or elbow snap, she not ran through. 5 is not that bad. Well, we can work with that. Let me see what Fionn got to say. Oh yeah. Oh
no,
wow.
I felt more nervous than I have the last while. Like I think the last few matches I've done, I felt very flat. So I felt a little bit less flat, but you know what? I think when you have one match, it's really hard. For me, I think everyone's different, but for me, I do prefer a tournament structure because I feel like I build throughout the tournament. And it's kind of the same with like the 3 rounds of 5. I'm more of like a slow, gradual builder. You could probably see it in the fight, where I'm like towards the end of the round, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to come into my own, but by that point, it's too late. So yeah, it's like same with a tournament. I love a tournament, like the first round, you're a little rusty. You can try and get that out of you in the warm-up room, of course, but like it's really hard. In the warm-up room, this is not your first match. So then you kind of like get that. You have to like really just like be sharp immediately in your match in on like a show. But like there's the benefits of like you can like learn more about your opponent, but I'd always avoid doing that because I was like, no, like tournament mindset, you don't know who you're gonna get, so you just have to focus on you prepared for everyone.
The rapper?
But I think I did definitely squander that opportunity to do like really in-depth study. Like I obviously watched the matches, but I wasn't like, okay, like let's be, I don't know, more tactical. Whereas I felt they were a lot more intelligent in their approach to the match. They were like thinking about what's going to work stylistically against me, and then I was just kind of like, I'm just going to bowl. You can't really do that, so it's quite an oversight on my part. Yeah.
So Fion's fighting today. It's pretty crazy. This might be from her last run. They ain't got no real workout warm-up area?
You gotta wait for the divorce.
All these little kids that are UFC athletes.
Speed. I think the speed was really like surprising to me. I'm so used to like, oh, weather the storm, and then we get our flow going.
Cassie
and
ain't
like,
playing around.
That was I guess what felt
She
surprising.
got people to take care of in Brazil.
Once I got into my flow, it was like, okay, now we reset, and I was like, ooh, this ain't great.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's not to say like who knows what.
You talking about UFC today or
straight
UFC?
round, but I did feel like that was like not surprising to me. I really should have been more. I think it was just a lot more accentuated in that style matchup because our styles are so different in that sense. Like I look for really slow grinding passing and like pressure passing, and she's very explosive and good on the outside. So yeah, it really does matter in that sort of rule set as well, for sure.
Are you ready?
I mean, Cassie's also like 19 years old, 30.
Yeah, I was able to defend the first arm drag, maybe a couple arm drags, and then I'm not really remembering this very well. But then she was getting her flow better with them. I guess I wasn't expecting them to be like to go again and again, and for her to have that like ferocity in them every single time. I thought they would like really like weighing down. They did not. They remained very sharp. And then I think at the end of the round, she'd like jump past my guard. She'd
That's the favela jiu-jitsu,
on the inside, on the outside, and then at the very end, I scrambled back on top from after she like passed. I managed to get up, get attached to her, and I finished the round from top half. I love passing from top half. That's too slow of a visit dream. Like she can jump past and boom, you've passed guard. Whereas I'm like,
that's that 10-day jiu-jitsu.
and then I will work my leg out, and like it's not conducive to the rule set. And then second round, double legged into the wall at one point and smacked my head. I was just like, get on there.
See that bowl? I told you that bowl's not good.
I think
grappling.
It's fun trying to use it and be creative with it. I want to run up on it. Third round was, she got arm drag. I think I got an Uchimata. I was like, yeah.
Trying to be the bully right now. There's the arm drag again. And there's the judo from Dion Davis, and she gets the takedown.
I said, oh, Fiona had a submission attempt, and I was like, but she was not tapping to that. I wish. I was
the referees and the judges and the commentators for UFC BJJ, you can't win over there.
And then it's positional dominance, and then it's initiation and aggression, which she had a lot more of. So yeah, it's like that's the same thing I've kind of been saying throughout. It's like you're taken aback, you're on the back foot, and the person who's initiating, the person who comes forward first, like they usually win because they're dictating the pace. And yeah, I was just always like that step behind, a few steps behind really. I feel like I've learned a lot from it, and I've got a lot to work on, and I feel really excited to work on those things.
That's just you,
and
though.
I do like being in that position of, I mean, it's not great. It used to be a big issue where I was like, I wasn't comfortable being the person, like the champion. I wasn't comfortable being that. I was like, no, I want to be the underdog who builds up, right? I'd always be like, I'd lose at Pan Am's in the final, and then I would win at Worlds, and that was my little rotation. So like, you can't be like that forever. You have to be like, no, I have to be comfortable maintaining.
They're also
like,
at different points in their
position,
life
I
too.
guess.
Like Cassie's hungrier.
But I do kind of
Beyond's
enjoy this
already
now, where
achieved
it's
all
like,
this.
okay, we've got to really reset. We've got to
So their
build back from
motivations
here.
aren't the same.
And yeah, hopefully I can get a match in June.
Their motivations aren't the same at all.
I'm a big fan of you. She's a big fan of you. Like, I don't want to get emotional. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, it's a biggie.
Biggie honor. Thank you, my friend Fion.
We
appreciate your jiu-jitsu.
She's my daughter, so for her to have a chance to fight you is a big thing for me as a coach as well. And like, she's very happy.
Most of your coaches ain't gonna cry over you people.
Well, thank you.
Your coaches ain't crying over you guys. Just to let you know. I know your LO Snap coach ain't crying over him. Sarah's coach, Sarah's coaches won't even give her a blue belt.
Bar fight. But we really think I was like, man, I have never seen like Fiona not walking forward. And
guys, fucking killed it.
Claudia.
It was amazing. Saved the night.
She got that deep
Thank
voice.
you for that match.
I wouldn't kick her out though. I wouldn't kick Claudia out.
Thank you, Fion. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
It's
much.
not to make you old. It's just like I watch you on the DCC, like a super fight. You always like you're my inspiration. Like you is still my inspiration. Thank you so much for like keep doing the same thing. Yeah, you're very strong. So,
You very strong.
it was a good
But I
fight.
was stronger, man. You very strong. Let me see if there's anything else I care about. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch any jiu-jitsu matches. I'm kind of tired already. What do I care about? Oh. Let me watch this a little bit.
Just as the dust seemed to be settling, the reputation of one of jiu-jitsu's biggest legends, Andre Galvão, is once again in turmoil. For years, Andre Galvão has been an institution
I
in
don't
the
really give
sport.
up on Galvão.
He's a multiple-time ADCC and IBJJF world champion
that AI
and the
reading.
founder of the Atos
I need the AI to
Jiu-Jitsu
read for me.
team, a global powerhouse. But in early 2025, that legacy began to crack.
So we saw Alexa
Allegations
Hurst,
of misconduct from a
who won
former
Worlds.
student sent shockwaves through the
She just
BJJ
won Purple Belt
community,
Worlds.
triggering a series of high-profile departures, public denials, and an official police investigation. Then, for a moment, it seemed to go quiet.
That's what I
Galvão's
said. Nope,
legal
your
team
coach ain't
announced
crying
that
for you.
prosecutors were declining to file criminal charges.
Sarah's
a move
coach ain't
they
crying for
framed
her.
as total exoneration. But it
Coaches
wasn't
ain't crying
over.
for you people.
In fact, reports have emerged that
Most
other
of your
women have
coaches
come
don't like
forward
you
with
guys.
their own stories of harassment, suggesting a disturbing pattern of behavior. To understand why this controversy has had such a massive impact, we have to go back to early 2026 and the first public accusation, which came from Alexa Hurst.
So that's the girl that won.
Hurst wasn't just any
Purple Belt.
student. She was an Atos lifer, having trained there since she was a child. In her own words, "I once looked up to him not only as my professor, but as a hero and a father figure." This long-standing relationship is what made her public break from the team so shocking. Alexa Hurst posted a detailed multi-slide statement on social media announcing she was leaving Atos and describing a pattern of alleged abuse. She outlined a 6-month period of escalating misconduct with specific and disturbing claims. She alleged that Galvão touched her inappropriately during training and made repeated unwanted comments about her body.
Galvão got her
She
track
described a pattern where Galvão would allegedly interrupt her training with other people to make her roll only with him. During these rolls, she alleged he made sexual moaning sounds in her ear while in dominant positions. In one of the most jarring details, she claimed that while their heads were close together, he licked her ear.
Now, that
Her
stuff's hard to-
statement
to
also
prove.
alleged an institutional cover-up.
That
She
stuff's
claimed
hard
she
to
went for
prove.
help
It's
to
hard to prove
Angelica
for sure.
Galvão, Andre's wife, a woman she saw as a mentor who had known her since she was
It's
a
hard
child.
to prove all of this, but,
According to Hurst, her concerns were dismissed. She alleges Angelica told her, "If it's wrong, you have to at least act like it's right, and don't bite the hand that feeds you." For Hurst, that response made Angelica just as responsible for the situation. In her post, Hurst, they made it clear this was a painful decision,
coaches hate-
stating, "I
you
never
got a
wanted
love-hate
this.
relationship with your
I have
coaches.
nothing to gain by making this public. I'm choosing to leave behind all my friends and my family." She ended with a chilling line, "This is my truth, and I know for a fact that I am not the only affected person of this." She also confirmed she had filed a report with local law enforcement, taking the allegations from social media into the legal system. The legal outcome and the denial. This is where the story gets complicated, and where precise language is absolutely critical. For months, the central question hanging over this controversy was the status of the police investigation initiated by Alexa Hurst's report. Supporters of Galvão pointed to the lack of criminal charges as definitive proof of his innocence. Critics argued that the legal system's outcome doesn't always tell the whole story. Here is what we know from public statements and reporting. The San Diego Police Department investigated the allegations made by Alexa Hurst. Following their investigation, the matter was referred to the San Diego City Attorney's Office for review of potential misdemeanor violations. This is a standard procedure. A lawyer representing Andre Galvão later released a statement confirming that the city attorney's office had officially advised him that they had declined to file charges against Professor
love you.
Galvão
That's why
and
he's still a blue belt,
anticipated no
white
further
belt after
action.
12 years.
This is the tangible legal outcome that many had been waiting for. Galvão's legal team immediately framed this as a total exoneration. In a statement, their lawyers asserted that after a thorough investigation, authorities had concluded there were no elements capable of supporting any type of criminal charge, and the case was formally closed. The statement described the original complaint as unfounded and without any proof. This is the narrative that Galvão and his supporters have championed. It's important to recognize this language for what it is: advocacy from a defense team, not a neutral judicial finding of fact.
Got that love
This
and hate.
brings us to a crucial distinction that is often lost in public discourse. A prosecutor's decision to decline to file charges is not the same as a court finding someone innocent. To secure a criminal conviction, a prosecutor must believe they can prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, a very high legal standard. A decision not to proceed can be made for many reasons, including insufficient evidence to meet that high bar. It does not mean that nothing happened. It simply means the evidence available did not support a criminal prosecution. With the city attorney's decision in hand, André Galvão began to re-emerge publicly. In a video statement, he announced he was back teaching. He stated that he had proactively cooperated with law enforcement and that he was choosing not to
investigated
attack
himself and
anyone,
found himself
but to
innocent
trust that
on
the
all
truth will
charges.
come forward. He portrayed himself as a dedicated leader and mentor, and his return to teaching was presented
Was
as a
Galvão at
return to
Worlds?
normalcy.
I think I asked somebody that.
But as we now know, that
Galvão
normalcy
over there at
would
Worlds?
be short-lived. Just when it seemed the controversy would be defined by a legal stalemate, the story took another dramatic turn. In mid-2026, reports surfaced via BJJ-focused news outlets of a second woman coming forward with accusations against André Galvão. This woman, a former competitor at Atos, who has so far remained anonymous, shared a story with striking parallels to Hersey. Her account, published through a journalist, detailed a similar pattern of alleged grooming and abuse of power. She claimed Galvão made persistent, inappropriate comments about her appearance and would frequently isolate her for hard training sessions that crossed professional boundaries. She alleged that Galvão used his authority as the head coach to create an environment where she felt unable to refuse his advances without jeopardizing her position on the team. According to the reports, this second accuser came forward for two main reasons. First, she was emboldened by Alexa Hurst's courage. Second, she was dismayed by the narrative of total exoneration that followed the prosecutor's decision not to file charges. She felt this created a misleading impression that the initial allegations were baseless, compelling her to add her own experience to the record. The emergence of a second, independent account fundamentally shifted the public conversation. It undermined the claim that this was an isolated incident or a personal vendetta, and pointed toward a potential pattern of behavior,
I've never actually seen her grapple
raising
before.
new and more profound
she got that long
questions
hair?
about the culture
Snap
at
like
the
that
very
long hair.
top of the Atos organization.
Sarah says she can shrimp. Now, I haven't seen
where
any
does
proof
this
that she
leave
can shrimp,
us?
but she said
We
she
are
can.
left with a stark, unresolved picture.
Josiah also
On
said
one
he used
side,
to train in
you
Brazil,
have the
though.
decorated legend André Galvão, who has
Josiah said he
vehemently
used to
denied
train in
all
Brazil.
allegations.
We're like, wait a
He is
second.
backed by a legal outcome from the San Diego City Attorney's Office, which declined to file a criminal case
Sarah,
against
we
him.
don't believe you for
On
some
the
reason,
other
Sarah.
side, you now have multiple women who have come forward with graphic, detailed, and strikingly similar allegations of harassment and inappropriate behavior. The first accuser
Josiah
has been
was lying, so
publicly
he trained in
supported by
Brazil.
former teammates,
Josiah, come defend yourself.
including a highly credible insider like Josh
Josiah used to
Singer,
lie and say he was
who has
training in
stated
Brazil in the
that he
90s.
believes her. The second accuser's story reinforces the first,
You're like, I don't
suggesting
know if
this
they had
is
trial
not
classes
an
back
isolated
in the
event.
day, bro.
The story of André Galvão has become a flashpoint for the entire Brazilian jiu-jitsu community. It has forced an uncomfortable reckoning with the unique power dynamics inherent in the sport where coaches often wield immense, unchecked influence over the lives and careers of their students. The coach-student relationship is built on trust, and these allegations have corroded that trust on a massive scale. This is no longer a simple case of he said, she said. The legal system has stepped away, but the court of public opinion, and more importantly, the court of community trust, is still in session. The emergence of new allegations has made it clear that the questions facing the sport are not going away. What does accountability look like when a pattern of accusations emerges without a criminal finding? And how can the jiu-jitsu world ensure the safety and trust of its athletes when one of its most powerful empires appears so deeply fractured? This story is far from over. We will continue to follow the facts as they develop. But now, I want to hear from you. This is a complex and sensitive issue that affects the entire BJJ community. What are your thoughts
all
on
over
this
everything?
situation? Let me know your perspective.
He wasn't in no pictures though.
respectfully in the comments below.
Here's the question. My question was, you say he was all over at Worlds, but he wasn't in all the pictures like before. If we go, shout out to Alex Hurst. You defeated Galbao. Didn't they have him in all the pictures before? Let me find Pans. Andre Galbao in the thumb, they be having their face all up in the video. He's in Instagram photos. Oh. For IBJF though? Let me find he was in all the photos. Oh, never mind. You know, he was all up in the photos, everything. They got him. Let me find that one picture. He had a really good picture at Pans. Where's that picture at? Was it this picture? No. He was all over at Pans, wasn't he? We gave up on you. You heard Grippo's about to get engaged. Oh, yeah? Hey, Grippo. Let's celebrate. Let's pop the champagne. Dave Chopper said, don't summon the demon. Don't summon the demon. Not living up to your song. Giving up on you? Did we give up on you? What did Sarius say? Galbao was at Worlds. Yeah, he should be ashamed of himself. These people don't have shame. That's why they get so good at jiu-jitsu. They don't have no shame. When they need to step down and get out the way, they do the opposite. He was at Worlds. Bro, beefing with a woman over, man, that's true. You can't make this up. I told Sarah we were giving up. He was coaching. I hope you don't talk to me when I do these tournaments. Hey, Galbao, you don't have to talk to me when I do these tournaments. You good. You good. Just stay over there. I might need some security when I do these tournaments. I don't want none of these people talking to me. I don't want no Galbao talking to me when I'm at the tournament. When I'm at the tournament, I don't want no Galbao. I don't want to see a Galbao. Josiah, get out of here. Look, Josiah popped up. Josiah, get out of here. See? he summoned the demon over here. El Snap said Grippo getting engaged. That's summoned the demon right there. Josiah, why they think you a demon, bro? Who started that? I don't even know who's. My rib hurts. Oh, my rib hurts. He took the bait. Josiah, why you fall for that little trick? Josiah, you didn't need to fall for that little trick. Now Grippo for sure getting engaged for sure. and when the priest says, is anybody against this union? Josiah gonna pop up in the church. He married Josiah. Stop, bro. He ain't married to you. Get out of here. Get out of here. He ain't married to you. Is that legal over there? It might be legal.
Fala pessoal, ó, recadinho aqui pra família Atos, um pouquinho rouco, era pra ter feito esse vídeo aqui ontem, mas a voz não tava deixando e tava também bem ocupado aqui. Mas vamos lá, fazer esse videozinho aqui pra família Atos, tá?
It is Pride Month. Shout out to my Pride people. Né? Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow.
Meu coração tá cheio de orgulho e gratidão.
Shout out to Josiah.
Mas, primeiramente, gostaria de agradecer a BGGF aí, parabenizar a todos pelo trabalho.
Here you go, Josiah. That's for you.
30 anos de Mundial, né? Foi maravilhoso participar dessa festa com todos vocês. Né?
Happy Pride Month.
E antes de falar de medalhas, né? Eu quero falar sobre pessoas.
He ain't got nobody over there at Atos no more. God dang, Galval, you done ruined everything.
Cara, ela já fez demais já, assim, sabe? Tipo, ela já fez muito mais do que eu fiz, eu acho. Porque no primeiro ano de faixa preta dela, ela já lutou contra 8 campeões mundiais. Eu acho que ela ganhou de 7. Né? 6 ou 7 campeões mundiais faixa preta. Né? Então, assim, no primeiro ano de faixa preta, e a gente estava analisando, fez uma análise, né? Ela fez 53 lutas já como faixa preta. Enquanto tem muitos faixa preta que fizeram isso a carreira inteira. Então, assim, ela em menos de um ano, ela já chegou num nível assim, de experiência muito grande, né? Então, sou muito orgulhoso pelo esforço dela, né? Por tudo que ela tem feito, sabe? Treina muito, gosta demais de treinar, ela não reclama de nada, não dá trabalho nenhum pra gente, sabe o que tem que fazer. Assim, cara, acho que isso é fruto do trabalho dela, do esforço dela, né? E eu acho, assim, que ela tem talento, com certeza.
You know what? Your daughter could have had a better run, too, if you didn't mess around, Galval. Your daughter could have had a good legacy so far. I was going to look up and see if Grippo, what is BSM up to? Let me see what she up to. BSM, what you up to, girl? All right, you got the seminar. He going on a world tour. He going on a world tour with his girl. Dang, Josiah, that's never gonna be you. BSM. Oh, you know BSM when she put that makeup on, she looked good. Respectfully, she looked good. Grippo, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud. Look, she remind me of Anne Hathaway a little bit, don't she? Not just because they're both white. Don't she look kind of a little bit like Anne Hathaway? A little bit, kind of tomboyish Anne Hathaway. Yeah, a little bit, don't she? All right, yeah. Look at her. Good BSM. And she always smiling, man. That's what I look at Grippo. He happy. I don't know what Josiah gonna do when Grippo get married and have kids and settle down with her. What he gonna do? Josiah, you won't fit into any of these groups, Josiah. You just incompatible. You just incompatible. Can we all agree Josiah is incompatible with Grippo? It's just incompatibility. It ain't gonna work out. Was there anything else I cared about? I ain't gonna watch no jiu-jitsu matches right now. We had a Chris Lieben thing. I might watch that tomorrow. Oh, what's tomorrow? Friday? Oh, let me look a little bit at this.
Here we are, episode 36, or technically season 2, episode 23.
Here we are, back again. Big weekend last weekend. It was the IBJJF World Championships. I'm not sure because you're super busy with like 1,000,001 things to do, releasing tons of new products at Scramble. And there is, of course, Polaris Squads in Dublin coming up imminently in the next couple of days. So I imagine you've been very, very busy. But Dalpra, man, that guy just looks so good. Untouchable. No, absolutely untouchable.
Yeah, they were so confident as well. Did you notice was it you that sent me the video?
Mm-hmm.
They posted it like 5 minutes after he won.
Yeah, this really highly produced cinegraphic video with like telling a story about a guy coming in the middle of the night and opening the AOJ Academy and then, putting a fourth IBJJF World Championship gold medal underneath his photo in the gym. And that was obviously shot and produced well in advance of the tournament. And they hit publish like seconds after he won his title. That definitely is supreme confidence.
Yeah. What do you think it means when the same person, because I can see Tynan, multiple times, Mica Bastos 7 times world champion, Pato 5 times world champ. What does it mean when the same person wins it every single year? Like, do you think is it like generational talent, or is it a kind of lack of high-level athletes in the sport, or what?
Great question. I feel like it's a little bit of both. If you look at the divisions that Mica and Diego Pato competed in, they were competitive, but obviously Diego Pato and Mica were the front runners and the favorites to win that. And like you said, Pato's, that was his 5th world title. He retired afterwards as well. He said he's done with IBJJF Open tournaments. He will still continue to compete in the gi, but I think only in like invitational GPs and super fights. And then Tynan with his 4th world title. There is actually a legit Tynan Dalpra effect. If you look at the number of people who entered in each division throughout the black belts, usually the rooster weights and the heavyweights usually have the least number of people competing in each division. Because if you just look at the bell curve of the average human size, most people fall between light and middle heavy, right?
All right.
Whereas,
hey, listen to this part. Let me get over here. Fake match?
Very, very blatant fake matches at Worlds this year.
No,
fake matches at Worlds?
Well, let me explain.
Who had a
because there is an IBJJF rule that states that if you close out in a black belt world championship final,
who closed out?
Then closing out means, of course, if you meet your teammate in the final and you decide not to fight, then there is no prize money awarded and there are no points awarded, which go to the overall team trophy and also the end of season rankings. And there is a prize for whoever is the highest rank athlete. So instead of closing out, which was always a criticism about IBJJF had this rule. Okay, no prize money, no points. We want to see a match. But what is happening now is we're seeing fake matches in the final instead of real matches where 2 teammates are like, okay, let's agree to find out who's the best here. They're actually fixing it. And there were 2 matches which were blatantly obvious. The first was the super heavyweight final. Eric Muniz versus Vinicius Liberati. Vinicius Liberati won the gold medal in that match, and Eric Muniz went on to win the absolute gold medal. Now, Eric Muniz, there's almost a bit of a meme about this guy. He only loses to his teammates because this is not the first time that he's done this.
He only loses to his
He's
teammates.
won his weight class. He's won the absolute division. He's won the absolute division a couple of years running now. For him to lose to his teammate via points in what is quite obviously not a real match is just too blatant. And then there was one other match as well. Mateus Gabriel versus Jackson Nagai in the lightweight final. Now, these are both amazing competitors. Mateus Gabriel, I think this is his 3rd or 4th IBJJF World Gold Medal.
Why didn't they let
Jackson Nagai
have?
for me, was one of the best performances in the entire tournament. Had some incredible matches, 4 out of really difficult positions, subbed a bunch of guys. He is a freaking
They're like, man, can
warrior.
you pass USADA?
And then
Okay, you got to
meet in the
win.
final, and Mateus takes his back and chokes him in about 1 minute flat. Now, I don't care how good Mateus is, that is not a real match. There is no way that Mateus is going to sub Jackson in a minute flat. But they don't just train together. They don't just represent the same team. They're not just checkmat guys. They train together in the same gym, literally the same room. Are you telling me that there was no agreement going into that?
Yo, give me the money. I'll let you win.
Is this just something that you've noticed, or was like everyone online saying this, or?
Well, this is the thing. Not everybody noticed, but definitely some noticed. I noticed. I want to say Victoria called it out in his post-Worlds analysis on YouTube. If you speak Portuguese, take a listen to that as well, because he calls it out in no uncertain terms. Even Trumpet Dan, who I am no great fan of, but on his page, Jiu-Jitsu Net, he even called it out about the Muniz match and about the lightweight final as well. It is incredibly obvious. And what it makes me feel is that, number one, people are either ignorant to the fact that this is happening, which is a problem. because it means that people are gaming the system.
Well, don't let people have more than one team.
If the IBJJF allow
in
this to
tournament.
happen, then it means that they are complicit.
Yeah.
And that is even greater problem.
That's pretty dodgy.
Extremely dodgy.
Yeah, but if you,
now there is
if you all
in
train
a
together, you gotta
very clearly written
you gotta
on
deal
the
with that later.
IBJJF website and in the rule book, when one or both of the athletes disregard the seriousness of the competition or perform actions simulating a fake combat, it should be an immediate double DQ. And yet we've never seen a double DQ for one of these matches, which means either the referees are turning a blind eye to it or they can't tell. Like I said, both major problems.
Yeah, I mean, for all its professionalism, I do feel the
paid more. So
let me see how
because,
much they
like
pay.
I said, there is money on the line here. The IBJJF has like a sliding scale based on how many people are in your division, and you get paid more. So if it's 2 to 8 competitors, you get paid 7,000 as champion. If it's 9 to 16, you get 8,000. 17 to 32, you get 9,000. And if it's over 33 competitors in your division, you get $10,000.
I gotta
Then
say,
the absolute champion gets 18,000.
Until
18,000 for absolute?
randomly, I think you mentioned it at Leglock Camp. I had no clue that the IBJJF had cash prizes for winners. Absolutely
You didn't
no
know
clue.
that?
It's been a few years now. I mean, it's probably
7 years.
4 or 5 years, maybe more, that they've been giving the cash prize for the
2019,
winners.
I
But
think,
it's
right?
not like they don't really publish it that much. You never see photos of people with the big check or anything, right?
Maybe they understand there's a murky world to get into, because if they start talking about the prize money, someone will start complaining that it's not enough.
It isn't enough.
It's
Very
just like an
possible.
added bonus, really, isn't it?
I guess. But I mean, in the lightweight division, that closeout, that fake match, meant that Mateus Gabriel and Jackson the Guy had $10,000 to split between them. In the super heavy for Eric Muniz and Vinicius Liberati, $8,000 to split between
Not
them.
that much.
So, it's not a small amount of money, right?
It's a great
It
name.
is a small amount of money.
Vinicius Liberati.
For IBJJF, it's a small amount of money.
Isn't it?
It's a large amount of money
And then
for
just to
you,
wrap
an
up,
individual, but
talking
as a
about Worlds,
corporation,
I gotta
federation,
say,
that's nothing.
one of the things I did really enjoy about Worlds this year was the brown belts, because I always like paying attention.
All right, he said some of these matches were worked. It's possible. I ain't watching no matches right now. Let me see. Do I want to see this? No, I don't want to see that. That's the dude talking. Oh, who is that? Let me watch this real fast. Says hardest judo girls, the most insane women's judo training. I don't know what kind of title they had on the video. Let me see what this is about real fast.
When we watch the world's best female judokas compete, everything looks sharp, fast, and perfectly
AI,
controlled.
well,
But
the
behind
voice,
every
not the-
throw and victory stands an extreme level of preparation that few people
might need
truly
me a
understand.
judo girl.
Today, we're counting down my personal top
Or a
5
boxing
most
girl.
powerful training systems
Clarissa,
used by
she'll
the
come over
strongest
here.
female
I ain't married.
judokas on the planet.
Clarissa,
This
she'll-
ranking is
How old is she?
subjective, but every athlete here is famous for insane discipline, brutal conditioning, and nonstop work on the tatami. We'll look behind the scenes at exhausting randori sessions, explosive strength training, endless
She's 31.
repetitions,
Oh, I can
and
deal
the
with- I can
mental
deal with that.
toughness needed to survive at the highest level of judo. Be sure to stay for number 1. In
She
my
was-
opinion,
she 31. I
that
can deal
training
with that,
system
Sarah.
is on another level entirely. If you want to see what truly creates champions in women's judo, this video will show you. Let's go. 5th place, Medina Temazova, an Olympic bronze medalist from
These all the girls
Tokyo
must be talking to.
2020 and a world-class competitor in the 70
These all the girls
kilograms
must-
division. Medina is legendary for her iron character and unmatched
Mm.
stamina, famously setting records for the longest matches in Olympic history. A consistent podium finisher at World and European Championships, including her latest medal in
Wow.
2026, Timazova remains a symbol of elite resilience and relentless fighting spirit.
She's Russian? I will say judo people be doing some crazy workouts. Their workouts be looking crazy.
Fourth place, Clarisse Agbegnanu.
Oh, who
the
is
most
this?
decorated female judoka in French history and
Whoa.
the undisputed queen of the 63 kilograms division.
What?
A double Olympic gold
about
medalist
her.
from Tokyo
Must have been
and
hiding
a
this girl from me.
6-time world champion. She is the definition of power and dominance. Celebrated for her aggressive all-upon style and relentless spirit,
I didn't know about this,
Clarisse
sister.
has stood on the podium at 3 consecutive Olympics. She is not just a champion, but a living icon of the sport.
Yeah, I didn't know about this lady. You know, I'm a big fan of France. I'm a big fan of France. Let me see who the other girls are.
Longevity. A Rio 2016 Olympic bronze medalist and 5-time European champion, Thelma's haul of 11 European medals is one of the greatest in the sport's history. For over 2 decades, she has been a relentless force in the 57-kilogram division, representing her country with unmatched grit. A true national icon, Montero's consistency at the highest level is nothing short of legendary.
Who's his other
Indeed, the Ukrainian phenom who made history as the youngest world champion in judo history at just 17, a 2-time world champion and Tokyo 2020 bronze medalist, she earned Ukraine's first ever Olympic medal in women's judo. Known for her incredible reach and signature ouchigari, Daria captured her 3rd European gold in 2024. A second-generation star, she remains one of the most iconic and dominant figures on the
That
international
girl's
tatami.
skinny, though. She don't really have a judo build, but she's more of a model. That might be what Mush is looking for. Yeah, she might be what Mush is looking for.
And first place, Yuta Abe, a 5-time world champion and Tokyo
Now, her brother's
2020
really
Olympic
good.
gold medalist. Utah rose to fame as the youngest winner of an IJF senior event, defining the 52-kilogram division with her explosive speed and flawless uchimata. After capturing her 5th world title in 2025, she has
She lost in
cemented her
Olympics, though.
place among the all-time greats. Alongside her brother Hifumi, she forms the most iconic duo in judo, representing the absolute pinnacle of Japanese excellence.
Now, she did lose the Olympics, though. But her brother's amazing, so that kind of works out. All right, y'all, that's it for me. I'm tired. We should be back tomorrow. We might go IRL tomorrow. We might go in real life. Who else is streaming in real life outside of Rampage Jackson for jiu-jitsu? Now, there's some people that are streaming like MMA kind of training and a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but they're not real jiu-jitsu people like me. So let me try to figure out how to set that up for tomorrow. We'll see. It's all good, brother. It's all good. That's it, man. I put my notes like Clarissa Shields. I put my notes. Sarah, she was born 95, so I can maybe deal with that. Now she might. If you see me with a black eye, though, that might mean she got me. I can deal with the Clarissa Shields. That's a real sister right there. Any updates? No clue. You can always find the videos. Even if you guys missed the stream, you can always watch these things later. I don't watch any of this stuff later. I'll be ready to move on. So that's basically it. And we should be back next week. Well, we're trying to be back for Friday. If you don't see me Friday, okay. If you do see me on Friday, awesome. That's about it. Yeah, man. We'll keep you updated on the Melky Galval stuff, the Andre Galval. We'll keep you updated on the Galvals. We'll keep you updated on everybody else. Who's dating who broke up with who's getting divorced, who's getting married. I can't wait for Grippo to get married or engaged. That's going to be good. And that's about it, man. That's all I got for you people. Hopefully you guys enjoying these videos. And take care of yourselves. Make good decisions. Stay healthy. Who else is telling you people that? Huh? Who else is telling you? Nobody. I don't hear Galval saying that stuff to you people. I don't hear Gordon Ryan saying that to you people. I don't hear Danaher saying that to you people. But you guys get that from me on the daily. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys.
Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network.